G'day and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins and their crazy, no good public freakouts where we see their silly, stupid shenanigans here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here you have a guy who is getting fired for always being late into their shift, apparently, and we have by far one of the funniest, interesting conversations I think I've heard when someone's getting fired.
Performance recently. I don't think you're going to be a good fit here.
What do you mean?
Well, number one, you're always late. Okay, you never show up.
Dude,
like you're and don't.
But we talked about that.
No, we didn't.
How? That was the very first thing that we talked about when I got here.
Doesn't matter. I said after the first month, figure out your writing situation.
Okay, and I've been trying to do that. It's not like I haven't been doing anything.
Okay.
Like what?
Do you have a bike? You have a bicycle? Like
I'm gonna bike to work in the rain.
Is your job important?
Dude, you pay me $8 an hour. You think I'm gonna bike in the rain for $8 an hour? For real?
All right. Well, you're being let go, man.
Dude,
sorry.
You can't even get me into
So many chances.
You're a fucking bum, is what that is. You don't know how to run a business. You don't know how to do anything. So you're firing me because you don't know how to do your job.
Okay.
You're just gonna look at me like a fuck you, honestly. Mikey, you didn't warn me about this shit at all, dude. I thought we were cool.
Your check will be ready, okay?
So, am I picking up my check or are you sending me my check?
We'll just send it to you. We'll mail it to you.
So I'm done today. Like,
Yep.
I'm going home. I can't even finish my shit.
Nope, you're going.
Dude, you're up, dude. Do you know how many times I rebought you back in Warzone, dude? We played Warzone together. And you couldn't even... And I bought you the battle pass when you said you didn't have enough money.
Okay.
So that better be my last check.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what, dude? No. Don't ask me to play Warzone. I'm not playing Roblox with you guys anymore. Forget the Minecraft server. It's canceled.
Alright, dude. It's not that deep.
You guys.
Mom, he doesn't want to play Minecraft with me no more. There was an Australian hearing someone getting paid only $8 an hour. That just seems kind of insane to me. I do understand the guy's attitude of like, I'm not going to bike in the rain for $8 an hour. But then he also seems desperate to hold this job because then he starts trying to go to the very wacky insult mode about saying that I'm not going to play Warzone with you anymore. We're not going to play Roblox. I'm going to cancel the Minecraft server. Like, it's just some silly stuff that's so stupid. This clip is honestly very weird, to say the least. So it seems like a guy who is apparently not involved in this job, doesn't work here, has decided to call out this person, quote unquote, for not working hard enough. And so goes to their boss, gets them in trouble with it, and ultimately results to them losing their job. Well, what that seems like is how this ended. Anyway, other things that happened outside of this clip here is that this guy has been posting on his TikTok how he went around to multiple different businesses that he did work for and to try and like get some note about how he's actually got a good work ethic. That's not relevant to the situation here because it's kind of uninteresting, and hopefully he gets to resolve this. But here's what happened.
So I'm an idiot. What else? What else am I? What else am I?
Window.
What else am I?
What are you doing in my window?
What else am I?
What are you doing in my
I'm
window?
an idiot. What else? You told me to go look at the building, right?
Go look
That's
at the
how
building.
That's how you talk to somebody that works with you.
Go look at the building. You don't work with me.
But you're telling on me as if I'm not doing the right job, right? So
You're
you gotta tell
here
you gotta tell me
arguing
what
with
I'm
me.
doing wrong. You telling my boss
got
to
cars
get me
in
in
the way.
trouble.
I'm trying
You
to get-
telling my boss to get me in trouble. Why you can't tell me? Why you can't tell me? Working though.
No, I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
you did. You did.
Huh?
You told my boss you drove around a couple times and you told me you saw him in the car. You saw me in the car. That's what you told the boss. So you're making it seem like I'm not working.
No, that's not how it works.
That's how you making it seem.
What's going on?
I asked him to show me. He said, go look at it for yourself. He cursed at me a couple times and then he's calling me out. He's trying to fight me.
Fight me in the street.
Wait, listen.
I'm not trying to fight you. You trying to fight me.
Calm down, guys. Calm down.
You trying to fight
Calm
me.
down. Calm down. He's trying to fight me.
You know, I was very polite with you earlier. Maybe too polite with you. Maybe too polite. Maybe you took me for a sucker. But I was just trying to be respectful. That's all. But you cursed at me, man. You cursed at me.
Hey, if you don't leave the property, the cops are gonna be called. Thank you.
Oh, now
Thank
the
you
cops
for
are
leaving.
being called?
I've already asked you to leave
Now
the property.
The cops are being called.
If you do not leave this
is
property,
crazy.
the
This is
cops
crazy.
will be called.
This is crazy. So
You
now the
have
cops
you
are
have
being
escalated
called.
this situation beyond my control.
I asked him to show me
I
what he
asked
did
you to
differently.
leave.
I asked him what he did. What did he
Leave.
do different from what I did?
You did not
That's
leave
what I asked.
when I asked you to.
That's what I asked.
You had a chance to come back here. Now
I
you
don't want to
don't.
come back no more. I
You
don't.
lost it.
I'm not going to come
lost
back.
it.
You're sending me before my 8 hours. Why would I come back? You want me to come at 4 a.m. in the morning?
And you did
Over and over,
Leave,
over
leave.
and over. You're
Hey.
trying to use me.
Get the out of
You're
here.
trying to
dude.
use me. You're
Get
trying
outta
to
here.
use me. You're trying to use me. You're trying to use
Hey,
me.
I got no problem calling the cops.
He's trying to fight me. I see where you guys are coming from, man. Y'all are racist. Y'all are racist. Yes.
Cops are
Y'all are
called.
prejudiced. It's cool. I came here to work. What are the cops
I'm
gonna
asking
do?
you to leave.
What are the, now you're
They're
gonna get me
gonna
arrested
remove
on
you
my
from
job?
the property.
On my job?
You have been asked to leave.
Racist, man. Racist. That's a scare tactic for black people, man. Y'all are racist, man. I'm gonna report
I'm
your
a story
company.
mobile guy. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna report you guys. I'm gonna report you guys. I swear to
I'm at
God.
Hoygarden Village.
I'm gonna report you guys.
Just need an officer to help me make sure.
Weird, wacky, and wild. Just like I'm just sitting here thinking about how insane, like how quickly they're saying, "Oh, okay, so you're going home now. You're not coming back in. If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the cops on you." It doesn't even look like the guy who was just working for you only a moment ago has actually done anything that warranted that crazy over-the-top response. But I digress, I guess. This couple head out to their local Dollar General, which is apparently 25 minutes away, and they get there about 15 minutes before the store is supposed to close, at least according to the timetable online. But they get there and the doors are already locked. Here's what happens next.
Rob, what you say y'all close at 9:45? And what time y'all leave? So what time, you just said 10 o'clock, right? I said, what time do y'all close? 10 o'clock. Walking out the door at 10 o'clock. Y'all heard that? So, what is this? And my sister works for corporate. So, I know, that's why I just drove 25 minutes to get here.
That's what it says online. That you
Because
guys
it said
close at
online
10.
that y'all closed at 10.
So you can't.
And when I'm
honor
coming
what
in
you
here
said
to get some
online.
tissue and I know exactly what I want, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to walk through this door and get what I want and what I need.
You can't honor your time that you have online.
I work at a bank,
so
and at
why
the bank,
doesn't-
if you
why
walk
doesn't
in
it
at
say you close at
4:59,
9:45?
we're going to let you in and do your transaction because you made it before the time we close.
So do you close at 9:45 by
So
corporate?
why does it not say you close
Does
at 9:45 online?
is
Why does
this-
it not say online you close at 9:40?
I'm just
No, I'm
asking a
asking you.
question.
You work here and you're closing the doors.
I'm sorry, if you close at 10, if your operating hours says 10 p.m. as the close time, then you shouldn't be locking the doors 15 minutes beforehand just so you can get out early. You should stay operating until that 10 p.m. deadline that you've put on your timetable. You have to serve at that point. I've defended restaurants for not being able to do certain things like 10, 15 minutes before they actually close because ovens and fryers and stuff like that might have been turned off early so they have a chance to cool down so they can be cleaned within a reasonable time frame after the store is closed. But this isn't a restaurant. This is a retail store. Well, they've just got a bit of tidy up at the registers, maybe remove old newspapers for the day if they serve newspapers. Like, there's not going to be much they need to do the moment they close. They just pretty much close, lock up, and leave. Like, this is stupid. Watch as the Karen starts going off at some fast food workers, and some of the other fast food worker employees come to their defense. You know, we're all human. Like, the people who are behind the counter, they're also a human, just like you. Well, actually, maybe you're not quite human. Maybe because you're a bit of a maniac over there, maybe we shouldn't count you as such, since you don't know how to treat other people with a simple thing known as respect. To the point where you start going off at people who are working, go right up into their face and go off at them and treating them like a child, which is just absolutely unnecessary in any form of workplace when you're talking to people who are there to serve you. Like, they're here to do simple things for you, not for you to be there and treat them like goddamn garbage. That's not how this goes. Seriously, grow up and stop being an asshole to other people. Here we've got the classic cliche, we're on the plane and a baby starts crying, and then what's the response of someone else? Oh, to start yelling for some reason.
No! Let's be rational. Hold on. You want to be rational? No. Don't tell me what the Let's be rational. We are in a tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that extra to yell?
Okay.
No.
So,
you and shut up.
no.
Just start to me now. I don't give a. You were sitting there watching that baby cry for 45.
Okay.
This shit didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Lower your voice. Lower that baby's voice.
Okay. I didn't.
Grown-ass man.
It's out there. What happened? I'm sorry, y'all.
It's me.
I'm sorry.
I'm tripping.
I'll stop yelling if you shut the baby up. It's, okay, I'm just going to level with you here, buddy. So you're comparing your yelling, your nonsensical yelling that is really unnecessary, to a baby crying. Are you a child? Is that what you're trying to tell us here? That you are a literal baby and that's why you want to yell at the top of your voice and scream like an idiot on a plane, and you won't stop doing that until the baby stops being a baby? Buddy, maybe take a moment to think about what you said and realize that, isn't that a bit childish? Just a bit, just a teensy-weensy bit. First up, we have a very intriguing traffic stop. Now, we have no idea why the traffic was, these guys were stopped in the first place. It's not context we get given here. And ultimately speaking, it doesn't matter too much because these police officers decide to go on about how these pills are not allowed to be within reach of drivers because they're narcotics. I'll just let you watch the clip here.
So, I'm going to explain this very quickly. If you don't unlock this door, you'll be charged with obstruct police, okay?
The door
was open, and now you locked it.
I have a video.
In plain sight, she had pills in the door.
So that's my pills, though.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference.
To the driver.
Pardon me?
It's accessible to the driver. So under the law, if it's accessible to
This
the
is my
driver,
van, though.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
She is driving the vehicle.
No, it's my vehicle, though.
Then we're going to charge you with obstruct as well. So you need to open the door for us. Otherwise, we're going to have to take you out of the vehicle in a way you won't like. So
Why? What did I do?
The window will be smashed, and you'll be taken out of the vehicle unless you unlock the window. Unlock the door.
Okay, but what do you need the door unlocked for, though?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What?
Why do you need the door unlocked?
Because we need to find out what those pills are.
Oh, they're mine, though.
It doesn't matter.
So you're just going to look at the name?
Okay, if you don't open the door, man.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name on them?
Your vehicle is also going to be impounded and you're going to be stuck here.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name?
Sorry?
Are you just going to look at the name, like the bottle?
Absolutely.
Oh. That's all I have to say. Those are my pills.
Okay. And what's your name, sorry?
Ashley?
No. Ashley?
Yeah? What do you mean, no? Those are mine.
I got that, but these are gabapentin.
Those are gabapentin, though.
Cancer.
I got that, but these cannot be within reach of the driver.
They're what in the reach?
They
Your car
switched.
smells like weed.
How does it smell like
Your car
weed?
smells like weed.
So that is right in the cup holder, or the
Yeah,
door handle,
'cause
or the driver? That's the driver position of the vehicle. That is right there.
Because they switched spots before we drove in.
We're just switching because I was tired.
But so then you were driving then.
Yeah, I was
And then it's still
driving.
within reach of a driver.
But I have
It doesn't-
cancer. I have colon cancer. I'm terminal. And that's why I have all these pills.
But you cannot have medication like that. That's within reach of
No,
a driver.
I have medication all over because I had cancer and I have to have access to it. I just got discharged from the hospital.
Okay.
When did you get discharged from the hospital?
Like a week ago, and that's why I have all these pills. Like I was supposed to get more, and I have
hospital?
Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay
Regional.
Okay.
And I have it from my pain doctor, Dr. Bizance, and he's the one who prescribed me all these pills, and I just picked them up, and that's why we have them in my vehicle.
I'm not disputing that, but you need to understand something. You cannot have these anywhere that is accessible.
But it's my vehicle, though. Like, where would I put it? Where am I going to put it?
Trunk then.
Why? I have to have it on my person.
That is so stupid. What? I'm sorry, but what?
Because I have to take them all the time. I take them 3-4 times a day.
I let you talk, but you don't let me
No,
talk.
but I'm just saying I have to take them 3-4 times a day.
Now listen, stop talking and listen to me. If you don't want to get stopped here, you're going to listen to me, okay? You cannot have a narcotic within reach of anybody in the front seat, driver's seat of the vehicle.
Well, I did not know that. Like, can I just have my pills then?
But it doesn't. You cannot claim ignorance.
I'm not claiming ignorance because it's my vehicle.
Listen,
I was just driving.
Claim ignorance, just like you cannot claim ignorance if you didn't know that you can't kill someone.
No, I wasn't.
You can't have open alcohol. You can't have narcotics in the front seat.
It's not narcotic. I was driving, and I have cancer, though. I just told you.
It doesn't matter. So you're driving under the influence of narcotics? Is that what you're telling me?
No, because I'm not driving.
Right.
Yeah, and I have to.
But you told me you were driving. You got tired. You switched. You told me you have to take these 3 times a day.
Yeah, I do, and then it says right on the pill bottle.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't affect my driving.
Gabapentin does affect.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Not when you have colon cancer and you're terminal.
I understand. It doesn't matter whether you have cancer. Cancer doesn't improve your driving
it does.
Cancer improves your driving ability? It makes you a better driver?
It just those pills don't affect me,
but
though.
I have no proof that you were the one taking them. I have no proof that she
Those are my pills.
It's probably the first time in a very long time I've actually interjected into a clip, because usually what I do is I watch through the entire clip, gather my thoughts, and then talk about it. What you heard just before in the middle of that clip was my genuine reaction to hearing what was said prior to that. So let's fill you in with some context for those you don't know. Now, I think the first thing to get out of the way, gabapentin may cause vision changes, clumsiness, unsteadiness, dizziness, drowsiness, sleepiness, or trouble with thinking. But it's one of those things where it isn't straight up you can't drive with it. It's more of a make sure you understand how your body reacts to this medicine before you drive. You're still allowed to drive when you have this in your system, by from what I can read. And furthermore, too, that if you don't know what gabapentin is, it's a anticonvulsant medication primarily used to treat partial seizures and necropathic pain. It is commonly used medication for the treatment of necropathic pain caused by diabetic nephropathy, post-anergetic neuralgia, and central pain. I butchered every single one of those words, and you can't tell me otherwise. But this just seems so ridiculous to me. And then from what I can, it seems to be one of those situations where, yeah, in theory, this can get you in a lot of crap in America, but at the same time, it's very ridiculous. And then furthermore, too, that I'm just listening to this whole thing. If it was some form of prescription weed or alcohol, whatever, fair enough, makes sense. But this is pills, and these are prescription drugs that, at least via what is known, what I can gather on them, it's kind of one of those things where they are side effects that could affect your driving, but it's one of those things where you just need to know how your body reacts to it, and once you know that, you should be fine, kind of deal. And also, I love the brief moment when the guy decided to try and find another way to continue this mess and say, why does your car smell like weed? I'm glad that this was completely thrown out the window very quickly by them, and they decided to not pursue that further, because that's usually what I've seen police officers do in America when they have nothing else they can really use against someone. They just want to try and have the ability to search someone's car for no reason, which is ridiculous in the first place. This entire thing was just, what the hell are you doing? In this clip, we are here to see the aftermath of a crash that has occurred with this guy who's managed to run into not 1, not 2, but 3, potentially even 4 cars in a row. And here we have a clip where one of the guys he crashed into is trying to confront him, and well, we see the reason why this crash, occurred.
Call the cops, call the cops.
No, don't hit the hand. No, I gotta put him down. Let's put this down. Yeah, the line.
And he couldn't leave the head
I just got hit by some guy telling me like on drugs or something. He just hit like 3 cars.
Everybody! Everybody! I'm taking us out tonight! Yes! Tijuana! Yes! So they can talk to us. Obviously, I don't think we need to tell any more people this is obviously where we're going to go. For now, okay? Like, we love it, whether or not we like it. Oh my God, I love my brothers!
Having a good time. He seems like the kind of guy.
Oh my God.
So, what's the consensus? Is he drunk? Is he high? Is he insane? Is it a mixture of all of the above? I'll give you 3 moments to come up with a choice of the multiple choice question there. Oh, what? You picked D? All of the above? Who would have known? Okay, this is not really a laughing matter to some degree, because, yeah, someone could have actually gotten properly hurt here. Like, it is just one of those things where we can laugh at this right here because no one's been hurt. We just see a guy who's being completely stupid. He was driving when he shouldn't have. He's high out of his mind, and he just bumped into a bunch of cars. Caused a bit of damage. If he doesn't have if he has insurance, that premium is definitely going up if he even keeps the insurance post this. Though, in saying that, he probably shouldn't even have a license post this, so that's another question there. And yeah, we can laugh at this now. But, you know, it's one of those things where people like this, the people who drive on the road in this state are endangering other people's lives. Yeah, in this instance here, no one's been seriously hurt. There might be a bit of shock, there's damage to cars, which causes a whole lot of inconvenience when it comes down to it, but no one's been hurt. We just get to have a little laugh at someone being completely high out of their mind. But again, someone could have been. It's just no good all round, you know? Here we have a worker having to deal with an asshole of a co-worker who's annoying him for sitting down, taking his break.
Here come people a mother. Hey, you need to watch your mouth, bro. Watch your mouth and learn respect.
Okay, I heard you the first 27
Get out of my face, bro. What's wrong? Look, I got you on tape. Good. Disrespectful.
Good, send it to the office.
Disrespectful, bro.
I'm out here.
Learn how to speak to people. I'm 30 years of age. I'm a grown man. I'm not your child. Don't come in here. Tell me I'm sitting on the fucking lounge. What's wrong with you?
Shut up.
Shut up. Don't talk to me like that, bro. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not your kid. Learn to respect me. I'm a grown man. I'm 30 years of age. I've been shoveling, raking shit. Watch your mouth, bro. Watch your mouth. Learn some respect. You on cameras. Ain't nobody acting. I've been raking, shoveling, and doing shit. I took a break and he been sitting down. And you come in here talking like I'm your kid. I'm not your kid, bro. Don't curse at me. Tell me I'm a stupid motherfucker. I got you on tape. Watch your mouth, bro.
Odd. I'm not 100% sure of what labor laws America has, but I'm going to guarantee that's nowhere near as strict as what we have over here in Australia. If your manager tries to do this to us in Australia, you can effectively have the book thrown at them for interrupting your given break time, your legally owed break time. Which is hilarious because I've seen it happen. I've seen one of the major companies get so far up one guy's ass because he decided to try and annoy someone whilst they're on their break. It's just like, you don't do that. Unfortunately, I don't think, as I said before, the labor laws in America ain't anywhere near as strict as what we have here in Australia, so I'm guessing they can just get away with doing like this, but it is what it is. In this clip, we got a Karen who's having a bit of a meltdown at an airport when she's told, like, hey, move up, you're next, go on. She decides to have a full-on meltdown in front of everyone else, complaining about how much she's the victim of all of this and how she's only being picked on because she's not being protected. I don't know.
No, entitlement is what you're doing. Thinking that you can come on my heels.
Can you move up, please?
Oh, see, no! I get the chance to do it when I want to do it.
Don't ball up your fist at me. Got the wrong one. You really got
so
see what you call a lie.
No, you are entitled. You are the ones who are entitled.
Hey, I'm about to remember escort it out. I don't know what this is not spirit.
Can you just say it's not spirit?
I'm not feeling protected. I am sick of it. Yes, I am. Every time I ask for something, I get totally
Either she's so self-deluded that she's unable to admit when she's actually in the wrong or when she's done something wrong, or she's actually having a mental breakdown in this moment. You know what, I'd probably throw out a penny and say there's most likely both of them. She probably is self-deluded, but is also having a mental breakdown because she's unable to handle being wrong.
I don't have a name, you don't get mail.
I tore it and I put it back in there, did I not?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. That's why you found it ripped. How do you know it's ripped then? Exactly. Use your head and you can't threaten people's mail. That's our weak. What do you mean? You're not. You have a little bit of authority and you're threatening to stop people delivering his mail. Is that really? Is that really how you use?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's pathetic. That you little, there you go.
Yeah, it's a warranted reaction to someone who doesn't stop running their mouth. Just like they just kept saying things, kept asking questions, but never giving the other guy a chance to give any answers. He just kept pummeling in. Like, bro, if you're trying to approach something in an argument, you gotta at least give the other party a chance to talk back instead of just continuously running your mouth. This guy gets into some form of crash that ends up with his car being on its roof, which is wild to say it itself. Anyway, he gets out of the car and starts going off at the people who are now around him because, you know, he just crashed.
I'm my lawyer. You shut the up.
Sir, calm down. You're good. You went through something, brother.
He flipped his
Oh, that's a lawsuit. And he took the money to sue. We don't got problem. He's drunk. He's drunk.
Is everybody okay though? He's wasted. Did he come out of the car?
Yeah.
Was anybody else with him?
No.
Was he driving or the passenger seat?
No, he was driving.
He was driving?
Yes.
We saw him swerve.
Anybody in the back seat?
Well, he seems to be okay at least, maybe. Something tells me there's some form of concussion or something along those lines that will probably prop up on a later date if he doesn't get himself checked out. Also, it seems like he's definitely a little bit drunk. So, yeah, drink driving, eh? Not good. In this next clip, we got a Karen who's a little bit unhappy with their Uber.
Seriously, press charges.
No.
Press
Let him go.
charges. Press charges.
Can you call 911, please? She's getting
Yeah,
violent.
call 911. Oh, yeah.
Let him
Call
go.
911. Call 911.
Let go of his shirt and go home.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, seriously, yeah, get some help.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Call 911.
Yeah, call 911. Yeah, call
Angie, look, there's a
Call
go get a cop
911.
from there. There's a police. Go get a cop.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Hurry though, there's someone there.
Great. You don't know who the fuck you're messing with right now.
Angie.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Get in the fucking car! Get the fuck in the car! I will fucking I bet they will. Get the fuck in this car, you piece of fucking shit! Get the fuck in the car!
901 South Miami. She attacked me. She physically. She get mad.
I'm a 5-foot girl.
Yes.
That weighs 100 pounds. I'm getting really like belligerent right now. So.
What do you say? I don't know. She. Well, yeah, she attacked me. I had bruises all over me.
Yeah,
she's like
I'm
destroying my vehicle.
attacking you.
She's like,
you have bruises all over
destroying
you.
my car right now. She's insane. Yes, please. Yes. 901 South Miami.
Holy shit. What are you doing?
Oh no.
Bro, you lost your mind.
Lost my mind.
My scissors.
901 South Miami.
Holy shit.
We need a police officer.
She's throwing scissors. And she's hitting me with the scissors. Right behind you. You talk to him? Look, I got hit with a scissor. Oh my god, an iPhone. Look, your iPhone.
Oh my gosh, that's destruction of property. You're crazy, dude. Oh my god, this picture.
She took out his side mirror, his mirror.
I guess that's it.
Watch out.
I guess I'll flee the crime scene.
Good night.
Bro, so rough.
She must have just been either high out of her mind or so damn drunk she didn't even realize what was happening. One of the two. Or maybe she is just simply a lunatic. That could be in the cards. That's a possibility. Good God, why are people like this? Here we have a Karen who got herself into a rear-end collision, and rather than just exchanging information with the person that she hit, she rather starts an argument about how the person ahead of her was driving poorly and caused her to crash into his rear end.
Get it in life, you son of a.
I'm older than you are.
Oh,
So
oh,
I
is
live-
that something to brag about?
Yeah,
That's got nothing to do with what you did. You're an
Yo, you're an
a proverbial.
Yes, ma'am.
You just can't handle. Oh yeah, you're proud of it. Oh yeah.
Okay. Why don't we start exchanging information now? Are you ready to do that, or you still want to sit and holler and some more?
Well, you know what? Can't you at least say you're sorry?
Can't you?
Why? You hit me.
Ma'am, you're the one that started driving all over the road like this.
I was getting away from you.
You were behind me. Why'd you have to go around me?
You cut me off.
You were behind me. You tried to cut me off.
You were behind
you
me.
ran up the side of me.
Because you were coming in from the left.
You ran
from the right.
You were behind me. What was
look
so
at
important?
My car. The proof
if
is
you
there. You don't get it, stupid shit. Go look at my car.
If you would have stayed behind me.
There's nothing wrong with your car. I tried to avoid hitting you.
Hitting
yes,
you ran into
you
me.
sped up to hit me.
Ma'am,
if you would have
just stayed behind me, all this would have been fine.
I did. And that when
if you stayed behind me, if you were staying behind me, how did all this happen to my car?
Because you sped up. Quit
if I would have sped up.
Look, sorry, honey. I've been through this before with other people on the internet, and well, yeah, you should have had more room between you and that car. If you, especially if you can clearly see that that person ahead of you is driving like a maniac, continuously starting and stopping. You should be trying to make more of a distance between you and that car than what you were, so you don't end up in a rear-end collision. Now, there are cases, as there's been like one case of brake checking actually screwed the person brake checking over purely because it was very clear that that was their intention. They kept accelerating, slamming the brakes, accelerating, slamming on the brakes, accelerating, slamming on the brakes, even reversed a little bit at times, just purposely doing their best to make sure the person behind them hits them at some point. So it's like that makes sense there, but not here. And there doesn't even seem to be that much damage I don't know why you're losing over this. Maybe because your insurance premium might go up because of this. Oh well. Just be a better driver, forehead. Here we are at a McDonald's where two old men who are like in their 50s, 60s are just going at each other for some silly reason. And also, a bit of a side note, according to the person who recorded this footage, the guy in the blue shirt started all of this. So, yeah, nice victim card, I suppose.
Court, asshole. Oh, good for you. Let me help you. Do not touch me. 911 now. He's touching my arm. Oh, me. I'm touching your phone. Now he threw my phone out of my hand. That's assault. That's assault, yeah. Call 911 now. He's pushing me in the knee. That's self-defense. That's bigger assault. I'm pushing him away from me. That's bigger assault, jerk. 911 now. Now he took my food. He threw my phone. He pushed me. Get him out of here. My phone down. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. And we'll go to court. Touch me. He's in a light green shirt with white hair and short sleeves. Touch me, idiot. No, I'm a customer. He's an older man with white hair and a light green t-shirt, short sleeve. He's another customer who's assaulting me. He's right up in my face right now. Oh, he's right up in my face. Oh, yeah, you're just telling me to run instead of calling the police? You got my ice ready? It is not safe outside. It's not safe outside. See?
You guys are like 60.
I love how the other old guy was just like, screw it, I want to be petty today. This guy's getting on my nerves. Let's be a little bit petty. And the moment the guy starts getting response, blue shirt's like, oh no, call 911 staff, call 911, he's assaulting me. Oh my god, he touched me, that's assault. Oh, he pushed my phone, that's assault. It's just like the boy who cried wolf just does all this poking, does all this stuff to this other guy. And the moment it backfires on him, he tries to get out of it by calling the police. I find it funny. I don't think it's a good thing that they said this, but I find it funny that the 911's response was just to run away. Like, that's pretty bad, all things considered, to be that's a response. Don't get the police involved in this, but also it's quite funny considering how petty this entire thing was anyway. There's a bit of a story to this clip. So the person behind the recording here, a mother, is picking up her kids from the elementary school that is across the road from this car parking lot. This car parking lot is for a childcare center, kindergarten place called Noah's Ark, which is attached to a church. It doesn't really matter too much beyond that. Effectively, this car parking lot is meant to be used for people going to the Noah's Ark or the church next door, not for any other reasons, because, you know, it's a private business's car park, so they can kick you out. Anyhow, this interruption here is one of the staff members have come out to get rid of them for being in the car park they shouldn't be, and apparently they made attempts to open the car door for one reason or another. Anyway, the person behind the video was getting a lot of flack from the comments about, you know, this isn't a parking lot for the school across the road, it's a private car park, you can't really park here, they can kick you out, it's entirely warranted. Their response was, oh, the traffic's too much for the school, so they do this to get out of the way of traffic, yada yada yada. I get that. I live around the corner from a school. The traffic that occurs for that is unbelievable, but that's just the way it goes. This traffic's gonna suck when you're picking up your kids from school. That is what it is. You either deal with it or be patient and pick them up a little later than everyone else. I don't know. There's not really much you can do about that, to be completely real. Here's the clip.
Noah's Ark only. Hi, this parking lot says for Noah's Ark only.
And she just grabbed my door. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's such a big deal to you that somebody's picking up their kid.
This parking lot is for Noah's Ark parents to come pick up their children.
Well, maybe you could have came out here instead of grabbing my door and asked me.
I did.
You definitely did.
The window on me,
and
ma'am.
You grabbed it. And you grabbed my door to
You don't have
snatch
proof
it open.
that I grabbed your door.
We both know you did it. That's why you're smiling.
You don't have proof that I grabbed your door.
You're getting paid to come out here?
I am.
Okay.
and my boss supports me 100%.
That's great.
Because this parking lot is for our parents to come pick up their children.
Okay.
Not for Peavine parents to come. Every Peavine parent has a bad attitude, and now
I don't have a bad attitude
for my parents to come pick up their kids.
You do.
No, I don't. You're in the spot.
People park in handicap all the time. They park in the fire zone.
So go park in the fire zone then.
I definitely will. Over there by the buses.
Because I'm still gonna call the cops on you.
And tell them what? What are they gonna do?
This is private property.
Okay, and you're
and
telling me
clearly signed reserved parking for St. Paul's and Noah's Ark
over there.
only. You need to move your vehicle.
I'm going to err on the side that because rather than trying to outright deny it, she just says you don't have proof of me actually doing that. I'm assuming she probably did try to do that, but for a probable justified reason. She was trying to talk to this person who shouldn't be parked here, trying to get rid of them rather than, you know, resulting to calling the towie in to tow them away, even though there's a high chance that by the time the tow truck arrives, they probably would have driven off at that point. So she's trying to talk to them to get rid of them that way. And when they close the window on her and not responding to her, she tried to open the door, which you probably shouldn't do in general. Just shouldn't do that. It's a bad idea. But I can get why you did it as well. The person behind the camera here wants to get a refund for their pizza because apparently it's a nasty, stale, and old, and all the other descriptions along those lines. But this Little Caesars refuses to give them a refund. Have a look at this.
I don't want nothing. I want my money back.
No, I'm not doing nothing and nothing.
Why are you not giving my money back for this old ass, nasty ass pizza?
I can make you another pizza, or you can come back in the morning.
Then you can make me another pizza, I guess.
Okay.
He just say he ain't authorized to do it. Y'all don't listen.
Oh, the manager ain't authorized to do it.
No, I'm not.
I didn't ask you. I said the manager. Why you sitting here yelling? We listened very well. We hear that you said, I asked you to remake the pizza. Well, he can't give me my money back and I'm not coming back.
He just wants the, she just wants the.
It cannot be refunded unless you come back in the morning.
I don't understand why, but okay. Just a cheese. Just a cheese.
No, it's not an online. They ordered in the
This is bullshit. Look, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Nasty ass, old ass pizza they trying to give to somebody and they can't even give a refund.
Is it just me, or when she showed the cheese pizza that looked perfectly fine and dandy, like there wasn't really much wrong with it? I do agree that, yeah, I don't get why they're so hesitant to give a refund here. I do understand that they're most likely a franchise and they do run on very thin margins in the first place, but sometimes it's not worth the hassle to deal with just people like this. That pizza did look perfectly fine. If she's giving you the entire thing back with no problems other than that, then I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one there, but it's just insane that this is how people act sometimes. Like that pizza, as I said, looked perfectly normal to me. It might not have been. I don't know. Moving on. So the story behind this clip here is that the person recording here was chilling out in the jacuzzi on his own, in the communal jacuzzi, the one for the complex, when a group of girls joined him in the jacuzzi. They weren't talking, they weren't really doing too much, they were just chillaxing, enjoying their time, relaxing. That is until the boyfriend of one of the girls, the extraordinarily insecure one at that, came out and attempted to start some shit with the guy in the jacuzzi.
So I live in building 10. There's this girl boyfriend coming up to the pool starting problems. I live in building 10. If he put his hands on me, I'm recording this.
He's not going to.
I'm not playing, bro. I came over here to relax because I'm going through shit. I'm not finna let nobody come my day up, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, you just my day up, bro.
Bro, that's your problem, bro. I don't know you, bro. I don't know her. You came over here and said I'll her day up. I'm recording this for my safety. There's a camera and my aunt is standing up there. Exactly.
Go home.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody put their hands on me, right. I'm not, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Did nothing. And shut up. No. Close your mouth. No.
I'm telling you, bro.
He didn't do anything.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm recording this, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not scared of no jail, bro. I'm not scared of no prison. I'm not scared of none of that shit. I'm not finna let nobody come over here and start problems with me when I didn't do a damn thing. So I'm gonna record this shit right here. I'm gonna record this shit.
You didn't do a damn
No, I didn't do a damn thing. No. Why the f you gotta tell me she got a boyfriend? I don't know her. She was looking for you. That's why I'm recording this, bro. I'm gonna record this shit, bro, because let something happen to me, bro. It's gonna be a fucking problem, bro. I promise you, all my people's gonna come down, bro. I swear to God, bro. My family, my auntie just passed away, bro. I gotta go through this.
If you're a man, you would understand where I'm coming from.
Bro, no, I can't understand where you coming from, bro. I can't, bro.
You're just trying to play right now, bro.
Do I need to call your mother?
Bro,
I'll call your mother. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm recording this for my safety.
If you really were a man, you would understand where I'm coming from, bro.
Shut up, Diego. Get out of here.
You want me to leave?
Yes.
She's arguing.
So that's your day up, bro?
What about my day, dude?
Hey, bro, I'm already past that, bro.
What about my day? Get out of here. Leave.
You want me to leave?
Yes, I do.
Are you serious?
Leave.
You want me to leave?
My aunt was just recording this, so I'm recording this.
I promise, you're good.
You're not gonna ask me.
Look at now he's recording because he feels threatened, Diego.
I'm telling you, bro. If something happened to me, it's gonna be. I don't care, bro.
You got a problem? Come over here.
No, I'm not coming over there, bro.
Come over here, bro.
No, bro. You don't want me to do that, bro. Nah, bro.
Amira, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I didn't shut the up. I didn't think you can laugh at me.
I'm telling you, bro.
I was talking to her.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm recording this because if somebody put their hands on me, bro. If somebody put their hands on me, it's gonna be a problem.
But I'm not talking about you guys. Get out of here.
I'm gonna record this shit, bro. I'm gonna record this. Let somebody put their hands on me. I'm a nice guy. But if somebody put their hands on me, I'm going crazy.
Take a shot for every time you said bro in the entire clip. No, actually don't do that. I would rather you not die from alcohol poisoning because he said bro a very many times in there. Moving along from that though, it's like if you're the guy in the you can hear him just faintly in the background. If you were a man, you would understand. It's like I'm a man and I understand that you're completely stupid. Haha, I said the channel name. Look at me. Like, yeah, I get it. It's probably not fun to see that sometimes, but you know, it's one of those things where if you're that insecure about it that you're going to go immediately confront the guy who was sitting in the jacuzzi first before your partner jumped in there, then I think you have some problems you need to address. And also, is it just me or did one of the girls back there threaten to call the boyfriend's mum? That's funky. Here we've got an angry customer who's asking for a refund at their local Domino's, and the Domino's manager decides to say no, get out of my store instead, and starts this screaming match which is completely unnecessary.
What you mean you calling 911? I'm threatening you? What did I say? And then you gonna say I'm threatening you? Huh?
Sir, this is unacceptable. You're gonna have to leave now.
That's what you gonna say? I'm threatening you?
Sir, this is
That's what you gonna say? I'm threatening you though?
Sir, I'm trying to help you.
Who didn't nobody ask me? Are you gonna give me my money back?
No.
Then get back there. I'm not even talking to
Sir,
you.
this is unacceptable. You need to leave now. You are not welcome here anymore. Sir, you are now.
If you were going to eat it, how come you couldn't call while you were going to be able to eat it?
I ate one slice of this
that's not
pizza.
the question I asked you, though.
And I was at work.
You need to get out of my store before I call the cops.
I'm not getting out of the store until you give me my money. And you're not going to keep talking to me like I'm not no customer. Manager, how about that?
That is unacceptable.
How about
you
that?
need to leave.
All right.
How about that?
All right, watch.
Get the out of my store.
I'm not
now.
getting the out of nowhere until you give me my fucking money. How about that? How about that?
You
and you too,
Sir, that is unacceptable.
I don't give a
I'll give you your money back, but you never come here again.
I won't.
Trey, okay, let it go.
The
Give me
fuck?
your money back. Give me your money back. Let it go.
Talking about somebody.
I don't know why this guy was asking for a refund in the first place, nor why he was so goddamn worked up and angry about it. But the biggest thing here is the manager would have gone through training that shows you Rule 101 with dealing with angry customers. Don't scream and yell at them. Diffuse the situation. Try and find a solution to either get the person out of the store in the quickest way that works out for both of you, or find a way to calm the situation down. Not start screaming at the goddamn customer and swearing at them. Like, that's not how you handle these things. Like, I've been heavily defensive for retail workers in a bunch of other clips, mainly because I am one myself and I can understand their point of view. But here, that's not how you deal with angry customers. You don't scream and yell at them yourselves. That's just stupid. In this next clip, we got an upset Karen who decided to chase after a person after they apparently cut her off when she was doing 50 down a 35 lane.
I was minding my business, and this Karen came up to me and said this.
Get away from me. You
off back there.
are stalking me. You're harassing me.
I was just
Step away
diagnosed.
from me and leave me alone.
I was just diagnosed with terminal colon cancer.
Ma'am.
I'm in a rush to get home. You cut me
Okay,
off.
I'm in a rush to do things.
I've got 6 months to live. All
Ma'am,
right? You own this business?
No, but you're harassing me. I'm gonna call.
How dare you?
I'm gonna call the cops on you. You need to leave me alone
You cut me
and
off.
stop harassing me.
You almost caused a wreck.
Ma'am, you're driving 50 miles
You
on a
almost caused a wreck.
35.
You were doing 60 and passed me up.
Who do you think you are? You touch me and you will get
I'm dying in 6
You
months.
touch.
What do I care you with?
Why would you do that? Don't touch me, lady. You know you're on video court. I video court you. You
Look, simple things be simple. If you're going almost double the speed limit in a certain area and you get cut off by someone ahead of you, then that's kind of a bit on you because you're the one who's going faster than the speed limit in the first place that can cause you to get into a certain accident. And if you're in such a rush to get home, then why the fuck did you come over and follow this person to their location and then start this conflict when you're in such a rush to get home? Like, what the fuck? And just because you have terminal illness and will kill you in 6 months doesn't mean you have the right to just be a complete and utter fucking asshole to other people. Just go fucking home to your family and use your last 6 months of your life to actually enjoy things, not to be a fucking crank. In this next clip, a guy on a motorcycle showed up a Karen in their truck and the truck driver wasn't exactly happy about that.
Today we try to figure out what turned this old boomer into this guy that swerves in and out of traffic, chasing motorcycles and flickering his high beams. In an exciting episode of Chill the Fuck Out, Male Karen. So we return to the intersection where I first saw this guy. Pull up in my lane, I'm sitting at the red light, and we take off. Get going. Move on through. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up 10 times. As you can see, not anywhere near me. Maintaining my roughly 55 mile an hour pace. Not, doing anything crazy. Car in front of him obviously catches up a little bit and backs off. And there we go. Next light, quite a few miles down the road, he's there. Starts taking my picture for some reason. Speed up a little bit, and here we go. We get going. Nothing crazy. Cars to the right of me make their right-hand turn, so I go ahead and switch into that lane after it opens up. And he flies up right behind me. Starts flickering his high beams for some reason. No idea what his deal is. Guess motorcycles being able to go faster than his truck is pretty upsetting. And at this point I get up to my 70-something mile an hour speed, kind of holding on for dear life while I hit these bumps in the Pennsylvania highway. He goes for a nice little pass when he finally catches up. Whatever, he's going probably about 90 or so. I'm still trying to figure out the double standard of being upset that a motorcycle went quick from a stoplight, so you eventually do felonious speeds to catch up with them and go fast because you're mad they went fast. I eventually switches lanes up there, starts hitting his brakes. I figure he's probably getting ready to get off at the off-ramp there. And he starts slowing down quite a bit more. Gets up next to me. Can't really see it, but he's flipping me off there, giving the old jack-off hand gesture. And at this point, it's pretty obvious he's not getting off the off-ramp. Flashes his high beams again, has his turn signal on. Flashes him again, just stays behind me. Almost gets in a nice little accident here with that car merging because he's so intent on staying behind me. When he gets up close, he gives me a nice little honk here. And after reviewing all this, it's pretty obvious that he just got mad because the motorcycle went fast, and in response, he went fast. Rolls down his window. When he passes, gives me a couple more honks here, and then he's on his way. Moral of the story is Karens make motorcycle riding way more dangerous.
The guy driving the truck definitely had his ego hurt by the motorcycle just speeding off at every single stoplight. I mean, that's really all there is to it. The guy in this truck just can't help but be mad at someone who goes faster than him from a stopping position. Because he thinks that because he has a big, massive truck, that he also needs to be the fastest thing in the dominant vehicle on the road. So he also messes around with a motorcycle. You know, motorcycles that aren't in a big metal cage that if they were to be hit, they could probably die. I don't know about you, but you and your big metal bulky cage, maybe you should be a little bit more considerate of other people on the road. Maybe. Here we have a Kevin who thought he'd be the security of his apartment complex that he currently lives in and refused to let a certain person in because he refuses to tell him what he's actually doing there, aside from saying that, hey, I'm visiting a friend.
Record it. Call the police. I'll call the police.
Dude.
I'm going to call them right now.
Do it.
Identify yourself.
It doesn't matter.
Please identify yourself. Please identify yourself.
I don't have to identify.
Yes, you do. Because if you're stepping into this building, you absolutely have to.
You're not the gatekeeper of this building.
I live here.
It doesn't matter. I'm here visiting.
Then you identify yourself.
No, they call the police. Like, this is really weird.
Please leave. Please stand outside.
I'm not going to.
Please stand outside of the door.
Dude, I don't have to. You are in my way.
You have no right to be here.
You have no right to tell me that.
Absolutely I do.
No, you don't.
I'm here to make sure the building is... Hi, there's a person
John, this is your home. He's calling the police on me.
John, your buddy here.
I don't have to identify myself to this gentleman.
Please let him know that if he comes in here to let people know who he's visiting. Thank you. Thank you.
Dude.
Don't do that.
Dude, I can't wait to make this video go viral.
I'm sorry, what is with this weird influx of people that need to absolutely know every little detail about what certain people are doing in their apartment complexes? Like, really, they're like, hey, I'm here to visit a friend who's up on a certain floor. We good? Cool beans. Why you need to know? I need to hear your full name, and I want to hear the full name of the person you're going to visit, and all these other private details that I need to know desperately before I will willingly let you in. It's just like, why do you need to, like, what's the necessity behind that? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments might enlighten me on why people are like this, but it just seems so whack. Here we have a cranky old lady complaining about kids making noise pollution because they're playing in the play place of a Chick-fil-A. Who'd have known?
Because you know what? You're sitting there talking about children. I am going to keep it up. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Go ahead, call him. Oh, call him. You're going to look dumb because this could be Wall Star right now. How dumb you are right now. You sound dumb telling me my kids are making too much noise pollution. You sound ignorant. You sound like a fool.
Yeah.
Nah, because she's going to talk about because they were playing. That is noise pollution. She's going to call the police. Go ahead. You sound dumb. Thank you, sir. You didn't ask enough. Thank you, sir.
That's it. I mean, you didn't say nothing to us if you didn't like it. All you had to do was
how long are we going to be here?
You know, I've always wondered why so many kids just lack any form of respect to anyone older than them, but then I see clips like this, and now suddenly I understand why.
This guy brought his dog onto the train with him on his way home, and well, his dog decided to jump on another person. The person's reaction to this isn't exactly what I would say the greatest reaction. Here's a clip.
My dog gets trained.
Well, obviously he not, because he just jumped on me.
And like I'm saying,
I'm not overreacting. I am allergic to dogs, and your dog
overreacting.
No, I'm not. I don't care. Get your kid your dog. First of all, you cannot control your dog. I watched your dog throwing this lady bag and all of that. No, the I'm not. Y'all do too much. With these dogs on the train. Y'all do too much. No, the I'm not. And if you recorded me, I hope you not record me because I'm not talking to you no more.
Oh, but your problem was with me, right?
Oh, but I just told him if he's recording me, so shut the up.
Really, miss? Really?
Exactly.
Really? Do you need to go that far?
Yes.
You're overreacting.
No, the I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That dog came on me.
All right,
That's no such thing as a stop recording me.
And has my dog done
I just
anything
told
to
you to
since
stop
I
recording me.
I can do whatever I want.
All right.
I apologize.
All right.
I ain't got no dog, bro. You better worry about that.
I don't care. Yes, you are recording. You are recording.
Look, I get it, honestly. I don't, like, is this a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. This would purely depend on your own opinion on this type of thing. Personally, I think that you shouldn't let your dog just do that unless, like, the person is actively going, hey, come here, and wants to pat the dog or something along those lines. Like, I don't, like, you should be trying to hold your dog pretty much next to you when you're on the train. There are people who could be allergic to the dog. There are people who could have like a full-on fear of dogs, and that could cause issues there. Like, you don't know what people have when it comes to potential issues with dogs. If the person shows that they want to give affection to the dog, like we see later in this clip, another person is patting the dog and all that, then okay, let the dog approach that person. But you shouldn't just let it happen. Genuinely. I do get the reason to this reaction. Is it a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't really agree to that one. I do get her reaction here, and yeah, maybe you should, your dog might be trained, but maybe you should be more human and accept that there are some people who might be allergic, might have issues with dogs, and it's probably best to, unless the person actively shows they want to give affection to the dog, keep the dog by your side. You got a leash for a reason. Make use of it? I don't know. In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's in an argument with another pair of people over something that I'm assuming is to do with a conspiracy of sorts.
No.
You want to do them.
We'll just go yell at people. I don't care.
Right.
We'll just go yell at people.
I know you don't care because you're literally making
I don't care.
no sense.
You're a millennial. Just die.
Huh?
Just die.
Well, you'll die before me. That's the good news.
No, you will. Yeah. And your brain's going to atrophy
because you're a
me.
neuropsychologist who knows nothing about fucking neuroscience.
But guess what?
And dude, you're going to go around preaching misinformation.
Guess what? I'm older than you, so I've had a longer life.
Huh?
You're going to have a shorter
That's how that works.
life. And that's sad. Because we weren't exposed to this.
Here we have people going through the drive-thru at night and accidentally get given the wrong order, and because this is a Karen, they have the best way of handling things. Instead of calmly just saying, hey, I think you gave me the wrong order, she goes in there and starts harassing the worker and asking for a refund.
Order, everything redone, please. My food, $30. My food, $30. How much do you get paid to mess it all up? Wow.
$12 an hour.
Wow. 19.
Who, me? I got a 2017 Chevrolet.
You see us here all the time.
Do I want my money back? I'll take you to court if you don't give me my money back. You heard me?
You heard.
I'll take you to court if you don't give me my money back.
We want our money back.
Yeah, I really would.
This entire bag of food is wrong. The whole bag. Really? Because any other Taco Bell would open the doors gladly. The one in Pasadena does it all the time. The one in Pasadena has done it for me a million times. Okay, really? Because I live there. Yes, they do. They've done it twice for me. Like, you're ridiculous. My whole order is wrong. I spent $30 and my whole order is wrong. Yeah, I already gave him my receipt.
I think this Karen just doesn't realize, slip-ups like this can and will happen. Sometimes, late at night, people aren't going to be paying a 100% attention to what they're doing and might accidentally give you the wrong order. If that's the case, you simply just go up to them. Hey, point out, like, hey, I think you gave me the wrong order here. It's, got a bunch of items that I didn't order, and it's missing all the things that I did order, and they'll just simply double check the other order they've got. They go, oh, we did, sorry about that, here's the right order, and then go on with your day. There's no need to cause all this hassle over something that is very simple to fix, and then just immediately go harassing, I'll sue you if you don't give me a refund for this. It's just unnecessary, guys. You can do this so much more simply and waste a lot less time. Although I suppose if people were civil, we wouldn't get clips like this, so yeah. Here we got a Karen's neighbor who decides to take it upon herself to go knock on someone else's window while they're in their car and just annoy them for some bizarre reason, and instead of taking that, this guy gives her a whole mouthful of everything.
Excuse me?
What do you think you're doing?
Why are you knocking on my window?
I don't knock on your window.
Why are you here next to my car right now?
I didn't knock on your window because you just slammed the door and I've been hearing everything.
I can do what I want in my apartment. You don't.
Can't eavesdrop and listen on me.
I don't care what you're doing, and no one eavesdrops on you. You're nobody to me, sweetheart. You're no one to me.
Alright.
You're no concern to me. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you do. What I want you to do is leave me the f alone. Because if you don't, me and you are going to have a big problem. Okay?
I already have one with you.
And you're going to have a bigger one. You're going to have a bigger one. So what I need you to do is get the fuck out of my face. Get away from my property, which is this vehicle here that I pay for.
I'm over here.
Step the f back. Get the f away from me. Go wipe them ugly raccoon eyes out of your face because they're disgusting. But just like your face. Your face is disgusting. Okay? You're disgusting. Your mouth is disgusting. Your racism is disgusting. Okay? I hear everything you say about black people. I hear everything you say about Mexicans. I hear everything you say about gays. I hear everything you say. You're disgusting. You understand me? Disgusting piece of ugly, disgusting, evil, gross. That's what the f you are. You understand what I'm saying to you? Does it make sense? Is it clicking? You're gross. Okay? And if you're fucking gross. And I'm gonna tell you one more time, gross. If you approach me again, disgusting, we're gonna have a problem. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I'm just like laughing on the inside with that one. Just like you build them up to knock them down. You say no one cares about them. And then a few moments later, after you're like, screw it, I'm just gonna go full ham. You know what? I have been listening to you. I've heard all your nonsense. All the you say about all these other people in the world. And you just go on an absolute onslaught to this woman. Like, geez, man. You're just going all in. It's like you've seen red. You're going in for the kill. I think she's already dead, man. You don't need to keep going. Oh, that was actually pretty funny. Also, is it just me or does she really look like a Karen? Just her looks. In his next clip, we got a guy who makes it the perfect excuse on why he was trying to trespass and break into someone's house.
You climb over?
Yeah. Are you recording me?
You trying to break into my house?
No, I was sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking?
Yeah. Bro, if
you know we have an alarm here too, right?
That's why I'm leaving right now. Have I done anything?
What are you trying to break in my house for? How many more guys you have?
Huh? Wait, what?
You climb over.
I don't know how I even got here.
I want to see you I want to see you leave.
Okay, can you open this for me?
No, you climb over. You're going to climb over.
Are you recording me?
Of course.
Oh, if you do record me and I see it on Facebook, I'm gonna sue you guys. Sorry, I broke into your house. Just kidding. I break into your house. I don't know how I even got in.
Oh, hi. I have someone that's climbing my backyard and walk around my backyard right now. He climbed back out the backyard.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck? It's just like, why are you breaking into my yard? I don't know how I got here. I was sleepwalking. Just like out of all of your reasonings, all the things out of all of the things your mind will list on why you're here, your instinctive one to roll for is you're sleepwalking. The fuck? That don't fly. That don't work. Good God, man. Think better next time for your reasoning. Good God. Sorry about the introduction by shoving her fingers into her face, other things on those lines, and this is when the recording begins. Here's the clip.
My guy here got himself a bit of a reality check. For some reason or another, he decided to get his diamond chain tested at a local jeweler's inside of this mall. I would assume there was some form of fight going on between him and his bros about if it's real or not, so he decided to get it tested. Unfortunately for him, it failed. Here's a clip.
We can punch it out now 3 times. Look, clock out. No, I ain't going in that. Clock out. We can take this shit to the parking lot. I ain't with all that talking shit. Clock out. We can come to the parking lot. Clock out. Clock out. Clock out. That's what I heard. Punch out in the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. Come on. Come to the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. You ain't coming no parking lot.
Man's ego was so big that when he got served a piece of humble pie, he absolutely blew up and lost it. Imagine what would happen if he got the entire humble pie. That would be a very interesting day. These guys are out in Hilton and Austin. They've brought their dog with them to the hotel, which is fine to this hotel staff. They can have their dog in their hotel room. Anyway, this fine night, they decide they'll go out for a night in the town and have a bit of fun. It turns out they've left their dog behind, and you know what happens to a dog when they get left behind? They're a bit noisy in a place they're not familiar with. And so, eventually, after multiple attempts to make contact with the people who are in that room for the night, the Hilton decides to just outright kick them out. Here's the clip.
I was not allowed to do not. And nobody has used a cuss word.
Yes, Hilton Hotel.
Do not put your arms on me because that will get me upset now.
I understand. Listen. 500.
We paid to use it. We're taking our dogs outside. But we got back from a night out. And hold on, wait. Let me talk.
This is it's over.
With Sense here, and he's.
I have 2
unruly
guests here that we want.
He's saying that we cuss around and your ones use a cuss word. I said, what's the premise of pet friendly? They locked us out of our room because they were barking. Let me talk. Pet friendly hotel.
We stayed here. They're up here. You hear them arguing in the lobby. They're arguing in the lobby, making a scene right now. And we have other guests here at the hotel, and we want them removed from the hotel.
We know our dogs only bark whenever they're ready to go outside and use the restroom. We were out having drinks, so we said we're going to come back
and now security.
We know that we didn't answer the phone because the music is loud. So I didn't hear the phone. But when we came back and she explained that to me, I said,
they have dogs here that were disturbing the floor, and they were unable to get in contact with them, and they were upset that
that's not going to stop the dog from barking.
You do understand. So it was a hotel policy we were explaining to them.
But we've had, and no one has told us anything.
I don't know.
Even when we came back, we did not know that.
And I apologize if nobody told you, but it has been not physically, but verbally. People.
Comments on the original TikTok were very mixed, to say the least, on how people reacted to this. And whilst the person who posted this clip assures everyone that their dog is a well-behaved, well-trained dog, I think it's really as simple as this. You've left your dog in a place that is extremely unfamiliar to it. You've left it on its own. It has no idea when you're going to come back, and it has no way to exactly tell when you're going to come back. It's probably heard multiple noises occur outside of the door of the hotel room, and so is barking at that, either because it's excited that you might be about to open the door and arrive back in the hotel room, or because it's not familiar with the other noises that are occurring there, so it's barking like a lot of dogs would in that type of instance. I'm sorry, if you've taken your dog with you to a hotel and then you go out for a night on the town and not take your dog with you, that is just stupid. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about that. That is extremely irresponsible because your dog's in a place where it's not familiar. If you've brought it along with you, you should bring it along with you if your journey throughout the town, so at least the dog isn't going to get distressed or have a bit of a panic or just be completely confused on the environment that it's not used to. Because no matter how well trained a dog is, if you put it in a situation that it has no idea what to do about it, it's probably going to result to its normal actions of barking and making noises. And if the hotel did make multiple attempts to make contact with you before they decide to go for the drastic measures, then unfortunately for you, they kind of did what they're supposed to do. If you failed to acknowledge them attempting to contact you and you come back and your door's been locked because you're now being kicked out, then that just is what it is. You've made that mistake. I'm sorry, but I don't really have much sympathy here because you brought your dog along with you and then left it in the hotel room while you had the time of your life that night. Like, it's just as simple as that, man. In the next clip, we got our favorite Fisherman dealing with Karens yet again.
Right there. Littering.
Oh, gosh. Say cheese, guys. Cheese.
Yeah, you just don't give up, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. You already went viral before. You're gonna go viral again. Here we go. Yeah.
I'm sure your guests are very happy that in knowing what a problem you've been caused.
Oh yeah, big problem.
Man's just peacefully fishing, minding his own business, and this guy's just like, what? You don't have any right to be here. What the hell are you doing? Just being a bit of an annoyance about it. Next, we got a guy who was willing to confront the local sheriff for parking in an illegal parking spot.
Hey, how are you? That's illegally parked right there, isn't it?
It is on that side.
That's not illegally parked right there? Oh, okay. What's your name and your badge?
What's your name?
My name is me. What's your name and your badge? Please.
If you're asking mine, why don't you just give me your
name? But you're a public servant. I'm not. I'm just an independent journalist. So.
And you're just doing. It's Joe Peoples. I'm the sheriff here.
Okay. So I think you know a little better than that, Sheriff. That's illegally parked. I couldn't park like that.
People do.
People do.
Yeah.
That's illegally parked. That's not a parking place.
Well, I've been parking there 35 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So if I park there, it'd be all right?
People do park there.
But if I park there, or if anybody else parked there, it would be all right?
People park there, and nothing's ever done or said.
Oh. But what is that? Is that a law?
I'm not getting into a question.
No, I'm just asking. Seriously.
People park there.
Okay, but you understand where I'm coming from, though?
Where you're coming from.
Is that?
Well, I have just always parked there.
Oh. Okay. Well, I just thought it was odd that that's not a parking place. And the sheriff, of all people, ought to know that that's an illegal parking place. You don't park like that. I mean, you got all those parking places.
Well, I park here in court. It's just packed and everything. And so that is where I park.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Yes.
I love how he just avoids the question of answering oh, so if I park there, it's fine, right? Is that what you're telling me? And he's like, oh no, people park there all the time and nothing's done about it. He's not directly telling you it's legal or not, because if he told you that it's illegal, then he would be in a lot more trouble for it, but he's not going to tell you it's illegal because he wants to be able to fine you if you do choose to park there. It's just a funny little thing there. Gotta love these people who work for the law and then think they're above the laws that they're trying to enforce. In this clip, we have a Karen who was quite upset on how someone decided to confront her about how horrible of a person she was inside of Walmart, so she decided to follow this person out and then harass them when they were getting ready to leave on their bike.
Because
nothing you're doing here.
Uncomfortable in front of my granddaughter, and I don't find that to be appropriate.
Nothing you're doing here is making me uncomfortable at all. I don't care.
Well, good, because you know what? I have a few minutes to stand here, and your behavior is inappropriate.
Okay, I'll hang out here for you.
I mean, what are you going to do? Post me on bad drivers because your behavior is inappropriate?
My behavior, eh? What?
I mean, seriously?
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here. You ain't gonna get anywhere.
I just want to show everybody the real person that you are.
Oh, okay.
And how you're rude to me.
Rude?
You have no sense of personal space.
Rude?
You accosted me to begin with.
What?
Okay, when I didn't even know who you are. Do you remember when?
Do you remember calling the kids trophies in Walmart? Don't talk to me about being rude.
But you got in the middle of a conversation that wasn't your conversation.
You're screaming at employees in Walmart. Get out of here.
I'm not yelling at you. Why are you yelling at me?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Huh? Why?
Oh, God.
You want to tell me why it is that you're yelling at me when I am not being rude to you?
Oh, it's good stuff.
Oh, this is hilarious to me. I am having a blast.
I'm sure you are.
You being rude to me was appropriate. And I think that you should apologize too.
Oh, yeah. No.
See you inside. Yeah,
I'll see you here in a minute.
You should apologize.
No.
Oh, by all means, I'm not stopping you from shopping. I'm just letting the world know that you're rude to people.
I'm rude to people?
Yes, you're rude to me.
Do you have any idea how many people witness you be absolutely nasty to everybody? You are nasty to everybody you come across.
I'm certain that can atone to several people that don't find me as being nasty. But okay. I mean, if that's the way you feel, sure.
There's literally a small army of people online.
Walmart. There's a lady at the front. She doesn't see me as being nasty.
Oh man.
Every employee in there doesn't see me as being nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I have a right to an opinion. And
That you
have
do.
No right to say anything about it. You have no right to accost me when my granddaughter's around.
What? Yes, you're very right. You do have an opinion, and as do I. But you know, it just is what it is.
So you're admitting you accosted me in front of my granddaughter?
Nope.
When I didn't know who you were?
Nope.
Are you at least going to admit that you lied about me online?
Nope.
Are you going to at least admit that you have an issue with my weight?
The actual level of self-entitlement to believe that the main reason why they confronted you is because they have problems with you, not because you were doing anything wrong in any level or any degree whatsoever. Not even considering the fact that you decide to go on the whole level. It's like, can you at least admit that you have a problem with me because of my weight? It's like that was never mentioned once throughout this entire recording here, and you just have to mention it at the back end of it all just to try and pull something out there. Like, what was the point? Are you absolutely just that self-deluded that you don't see yourself ever being in the wrong, especially in this situation here? This guy's just sitting peacefully on his bike. You've come over and started just harassing him for ultimately no good reason. What's even the point here? Whatever tactics you're trying to pull are clearly not working because of how many times she decides to redirect how she's approaching the situation when it's not working. In this clip, got an interesting Karen in the store.
Who said you were covered?
He said you. I'm not a crip.
Who?
She said a crip.
California. Oh, a crip told you was covered. Woo! Woo!
A crip said you was covered by black women?
Yeah.
I don't even think you was covered by the black Jesus.
I am. Actually, I am. Okay.
All right, but I'm gonna need you to act like you got some home training and some manners.
Because you freaking actually know what I am, right? Now you know what I am, right? Now you know what I am, right? I'm covered by the blood. I'm covered by the blood.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's just be all right.
Oh my goodness.
Hey. Don't leave me up here. What you mean? Just let him get that off there.
Shorty gangbanging between Bloods and Crips.
No, I get along with them both.
Oh God.
Girl, you better stop. I get along with them both. People.
Bring your ass inside.
I get along with them both.
Bring your ass inside.
Are you buying something? I'm gonna, yeah. Maybe I gotta get a cigarette.
No, you gotta go. All right, then go. We don't sell cigarettes. We don't sell cigarettes.
I want to come back.
We don't sell
No,
cigarettes.
you're not. I want to come back. Come on, get right with me, all right?
Get right with you. I don't think you want me to get right with you. Yeah, you be slowed up right now.
You look like your mommy. Well, you know, my mommy don't give a fuck.
I know you see this baby in here. You need to calm down.
See, I saw something in her that I think would be okay. Oh, shit. Thank you. Can I come right back, please? No. I just want to get a cigarette.
I don't think you're going out there to get right about me.
No, I don't do that shit.
You like it. You sure?
What's your phone number?
No, you want some pills or something?
No, I don't do that shit.
Are you want some pills or something? Like, do you have something to help you? I think I'm beautiful.
Gracias. Okay, so you're right.
I'm going to put you in one of these boxes.
Ship you back to California.
And you're going to be with the little Crips and shit.
They like me. At least they like me.
Hey. I like you from the far on the other side of the door.
And I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Be careful.
They make sure I'm
gonna need you
careful.
to go find your cigarette.
That freaking helicopter.
All right, but you're still holding the conversation.
Can I say it to you? I'll be right back.
Listen.
Gracias.
I don't know what the hell that means. It sounds like you putting a spell on me.
No, I'm part of static.
Then go.
That girl gotta stop putting freaking shit on me.
No, you gotta calm down. Yeah.
I am calm. You know what? Watch.
What are you
Watch.
Yeah. Find you something safe to do and go get your goddamn cigarette.
Watch. I need a cigarette. I haven't smoked in a long time.
Bye.
Bye. I come back, right?
Bye.
I come back,
Go get
right?
the cigarette. I don't care how deep.
Fuck me, right? Oh, give me a break.
Happy birthday.
Give me a break. And what the you doing with that shit? You're doing somewhere else.
Let's hold the door. Back up. Don't touch her. You better not touch her. Yeah, back up.
Really? Like I'm mad.
Yeah, then open the door. Let her out.
She holding me up. I don't get my son.
Out.
Yeah, all right. Let me ring you out.
I gotta go get mine too.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that anyway?
You gotta go.
Showing proof, because people like you like to get away with shit. You're the weirdo, ma'am. I got 3 videos.
No, don't.
Now, I tried my best to find part 1, but it seems like the TikTok account that these 2 clips were actually attached to have deleted all evidence of these things ever existing. Trust me, I scrolled through all the videos, no more of the Karens, so we only got the part 2 and part 3. Part 1 just has vanished. Either way, I've just got a few things here. Either A, this person was a little bit high, a little bit drunk, or potentially has some form of mental disability that causes her to be a little weird with cues. Either way, we're not going to discriminate with that thing, except for the fact that I'm confused in the tone of this the entire time. Is it just me who thinks that the Karen was on the verge of laughing at certain points for some dumb reason? I don't know. That one was the most as I said, confusing clip. I don't know what to really take from that. It was just a person being an annoyance in public, but a bit of a weird one at that. In this next clip, we seem to have a Karen who's extremely unhappy with the food they order and therefore requesting their money back, in probably by far the worst way possible.
You got your money right there.
No, I don't. Because until you ask me the money, it ain't my money. So that ain't my money. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Give me my receipt. Give me my money back. 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 All these didn't know where to do nothing to you. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Estamos hablando y estamos
I'm trying to get the Giants to win. What else anybody else got in mind? Can we go for the Giants?
This clip leaves me with several questions, mainly because I just wonder, why is she wanting her money in the back in the first place? Was there something wrong with her food? Was there maybe some hair, or she got the wrong order? Like, she asked for, let's say, something to be taken out of a burger, and that tomato or that onion or whatever it is was actually put into the burger, or the order was done slightly wrong. Whatever the reason is, I'm honestly curious on why the registers just didn't give the money back or give another option sooner. I don't know the reality of what happened here, but this person was extremely unhappy and just kept demanding for their money back, and when they weren't getting it back, they decided to up the levels to make sure that they're probably not going to get their money back by just taking something random on the desk there and just throw it off to the side. And of course they do it again a little later, which is just a question, like, if you really want your money back, why are you destroying property of this retail, of this fast food restaurant? What's the point in doing that? It only makes it that you're probably going to have to pay something in the future, especially if they decide to press charges or you get caught up by the law for this type of thing. I don't know. And also, what's with the charges thing, just repeating the same thing over and over and over again, expecting to get different results? These people spot that there's been a dog
left inside of their car on a hot day. They wait around for around 40-ish minutes, and then the owners finally return to get very, very upset that they attempted to get into the car to get the dog out.
Back up! I'm standing here. You came at me. You touched my door in my car. Do you own my vehicle? Do you want me to call the cops? Do you want me to call the cops on you? And you put your hands on me first. You can back away. Fine.
You keep approaching.
You're
very
fine, and you have them recorded. Hello?
Very
Hello? You just put your hands on
40
me.
minutes.
Leave me alone.
40 minutes.
You're lucky I'll punch you right in the
40 minutes.
Okay, fine. You're on all
40 minutes.
You know why I am.
We have not
and I
been
did
in there
call
for
the
40
cops. We've been
minutes,
in for 20 minutes, not even, and my car has
Do
all
you
the
know
windows
how long
down.
you're supposed to leave your dog in the car?
What if your dog's soaking wet?
Do you
and
know?
Just went swimming and it's
Do you
getting
know
really
you can
cooled
take
off?
your dog inside the store?
You should save
Do you know you
yourself
can
on
take the
recording.
dog inside?
You should take your dog inside if you want to.
You can.
That's fine,
You
buddy.
can, but you can't
That's
leave him
my
in the
dog.
car more than
That's
5
my dog.
minutes.
And the only reason my dog's shaking is because you broke and entered in my car and touched my private property. Listen! You touched my property!
I'm
sorry you're upset.
No.
I was trying to
Regardless,
help.
though, if you did want to call the cops, we can all be honest.
Call
you
the
never
cops,
should have
huh?
touched someone else's dog.
Don't touch my...
We have the right to break the window. Yeah, we do.
Stop yapping.
Yeah, we do.
Embarrassing yourself in front of
Not
your
at all.
kids.
As soon as you touch someone else's
And
dog,
that's
you
why
broke
you're
the law.
Not at all.
alone, divorce
Not
ass
at all.
whore.
Not at all. Not at all.
First just go... Hey, you have anything else? Go home. Wow. First is Botox that I've never had. Good skin cream, you should try to get some. You're the only one still here talking. And we're gonna make you want to find your safe way. Good. Do it. I'm not scared here. You know what? I'm not trying to scare you. I was trying to help the dog. He left in the car for 40 minutes. 42 to be exact.
How did I know whose car it was?
No, you should have just called the cops. Like,
Yeah.
I should have. I should
Yeah.
have just called the cops. I should have called the cops. I should have called the cops.
Damn.
Spix?
Wow.
You're white trash. You and your boyfriend.
I live here, you f***ing dumb hoe.
In your car? It looks like it. Oh, that's awesome.
I don't need fancy things to make me happy. I'm a real person that lives in Shelburne. Not
Are
your
you?
tourist
Okay.
fake
Spick. I'll be a spick. I'll be a spick, you f***ing white bread chicken honky mother.
ass. Actually, I got like 20 chickens. and
Good for you. I'm sure you do.
Wow.
I'm sure you do.
You make your kids proud, Mama. Good job.
As funny as that was, don't ever fight racism with racism. It doesn't help solve any problems, and it's only just putting you down to their level. But quickly moving on from that one, because honestly, whatever. The dog thing, oh god, it's actually semi-complicated what I've looked into. So basically, what you're meant to do initially is you take down the make and model of the car, the license plate, go inside the shopping center, ask them to call out over the intercom, hey, blah 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 blah. Can you come to the service, please? Blah blah, like stuff along those lines. And then you potentially call the non-emergency police number. And only in some states can Good Samaritans break in the car and remove the pet from there. Only in some states. You can't do it in all states, from what I could gather. It's a very weird ruling, but I don't know. I'm surprised they let the dog be in there for around 40 minutes. I don't know why they didn't call a non-emergency police number, or like, I don't know why it happened. They were there for 40 minutes before they even attempted to do anything with the dog. Like, do it far sooner, if I'm completely honest. I don't know. It's... Here we have a bunch of angry Karen and Kevin neighbors who are going off at this couple here because they don't believe they actually live here. Here's what happens.
Okay,
So,
I work.
we live here.
Okay. So.
Why
lady-
she fucking...
Hey. Okay, call the police. Okay, I call the police. You push me. You push me. I work in here. No. I work in here. Okay.
Can you stay back? Stay back, please.
Yeah.
Please stay back.
No. Okay.
Okay, stay calm.
Okay, llama a la policía. Give me. No.
Look at her. She's
Look at.
Please stop filming.
No.
Mom, ya pones.
No.
Mom, deja.
No.
Can you stop that?
Mom.
No.
Call the police now if you want out, please.
I have to go home and make dinner. You like?
It doesn't matter as long as nobody got hit. The only reason why, like, we stopped here because obviously we stopped for her because this is where we work. But you didn't have to stop right here. You could have just went home. And... No, you stopped right next to her.
We do have to stop out here. We live here. It's a private street, so we can know who's coming in here.
Listen.
We have to find out what business. If simply say you're here to work, then come here to work.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Why are you filming this?
Mom,
No.
It's very annoying that you're filming this.
Okay.
I do not give consent to you filming this at all. I say, please stop. Hey, you just touched me. You just.
You know what, Maggie? You gotta go home. You're gonna have to.
So, this is how I'm interpreting this entire situation. The couple, the people who are recording, come into this area to do some work. They also potentially live in the area. This other group who are very loud and angry have come in to go, what are you doing here? You don't live here, blah, 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 things along those lines. And this has ended up in this situation here where people are just far too aggressive for their own... Like, they're just way too aggressive for your own ability to contain yourself. Especially considering if you believe that, no, I don't consent to you recording me. Oh, no, just starting screaming at the top of your lungs with that type of madness. My guy, if you're in the US, then you're in an area that is in the open, that is viewable via what is considered public areas. You can be recorded and there's nothing you can do about it. It does lead to some really weird things like people perving on girls and all that stuff out in a public place, but there is ultimately not particularly much one can do about that unless they do it to the same person consistently. But in this situation, they're allowed to record you. You're out in a public space. Like, there's not much you can do about that, and getting extremely angry and getting up in the person's face who's recording you is not going to help your situation in any way, shape, or form. In this clip, this Karen's kid hit the car that they were parked next to, and rather than just be apologizing for what happened and moving on with their day, they decided to cause this whole kerfuffle over how they were parked too close, this and that, and all other various issues.
But am I
So that I parked, I was stopped for a long time. I know. You came in here and you But also, parked like, so teach your close. kids not to open the My door son like is that. autistic, okay? I'm You should sorry? teach this grown girl that knows how to drive how to. There was like no cars over there. She needs to make a little wider turn. And then
But am
park
I
the
on
car.
the line?
My darling, yes, but you were
No, I'm
so
not. I'm
close.
sorry. Look, there's space here before my line.
You are on your side, but the
I
way you
am on my
parked
side.
was so close to my car.
I didn't. Look.
You know what? Let's go get the video and we'll call the officer.
I mean, I'm not filing a report. I'm just scratching this off of my
because
car because I don't know
do
what this is.
She don't.
Whatever.
She's so lame.
I never said I was filing a report. I never said I was filing a report. I'm scratching whatever the is on my car. I'm scratching it off. So I don't
Before
care.
I said anything, didn't I say I'm moving my car because
I
my
don't
car is so
know.
close to yours that I don't want my
know,
car to
but
hit your car.
The thing is, though, you're not supposed to like hit people's cars, regardless. Like,
Nobody's supposed to hit people's cars.
Yeah,
I'm not,
exactly.
and that's why I told you I'm moving back out because you're too close
But
to
it's
my
still-
car. I don't
it's
want
done.
my
What's
car
done
to
is
hit
done,
your
It's your car. Like,
I'm not talking to you. You were not here.
It's my car though, so don't talk to her like that.
Baby,
It's not my problem.
I think it's coming off. Like, don't even deal with it.
I never said I was filing a report. Like, I'm scratching off my car. As you can see, I'm scratching it off of my own car. Like, I never said I was filing a report or anything.
She could have just came out and said sorry, but she was a bitch.
Deal with this shit today. Like, you see me wiping it off my own car.
So what do you want to do? Should I call the cop?
I never said I was calling the police. I'm wiping it off of my own car, right? As
It
long
was
as
just
there's
your
no
attitude.
scratches
Like, you
or
could have said
anything.
sorry to me. Like, instead you were like
I don't
trying
have
to
to
like
say sorry to you.
justify.
My son needs to say sorry to you because he's
Well,
the one that.
I know, but you
I'm
could.
sorry. Don't talk about my son. I was
No,
sorry.
don't touch it. Don't touch it. You're already going on YouTube, so just back up.
Oh God, YouTube, great. Like
yeah.
I give a shit. Let me tell you, YouTube, you millennials
it's like
need
a
to
video.
learn how to park your car next to
I'm in the
people
line.
when you're parking.
I'm in
There's
the
a parking lot.
She's in the
full of
line.
spaces.
She had excuses from the beginning.
I don't have excuses. I have the right. I was parked here 15 minutes before you got here, and then you parked on top of my car when there's
I didn't park on
8
top of your car.
spaces.
Look.
completely clear off.
You got here after us. Like, what the fuck? She got here after us, and she's saying she like.
I'm not going after nobody.
No, you.
You guys are
You're
so
like
disrespectful.
You're attacking
I'm not
me. I'm
attacking
sitting
you.
here scratching
I'm
your
saying-
your mistake off of my car, and you're yelling at me.
Can you apologize for parking? Then I'm not apologizing to you. There you go. You learn how to respect people. People learn how to respect you. That's how life goes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ooh, scratch my car, and it's my problem.
Learn how to park, and it won't be your problem.
Learn how to not be a bitch.
Jesus Christ. That car park is absolutely massive, and despite having all of that door range, like all that massive distance between the two cars, you still somehow hit the other car? How does that even happen? Like, I'm so confused. Were they parked a lot closer beforehand, and this is just them, they moved after the fact in order to potentially hide the fact they hit it, or whatever other reason? Because it just seems like that's a ridiculous different distance to somehow hit the other person's car with. Like, what? This Macca's made a massive suffer with this person's order, so they decide to go up to the counter and start going off with them over this thing in order to get it corrected. You'd be surprised on what caused them to be this angry.
Get your head out of your ass. You gave us all this food and everything, not one napkin. So are you the one in charge? Would you like some napkins? Do you need napkins? Yeah, I need napkins, but are you the one in charge?
Yeah, but there's nothing.
Well then you should be smart enough that if you're in charge, make somebody do your job, make them do what they're supposed to do. Yes, there is, because I got down, if I drove down the road, I would have gotten open my shit. Look at something, there's not one napkin in my bag. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. She's the manager. I'm talking to her. Okay, well, we're talking to you too. Then you need to do your job.
Calm down.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to you. I'm telling you. You need to make sure things are done right.
Okay.
I own a business for 27 years. Yes, I own a business for 27 years.
No, I'm not.
So you're in charge, and you're in charge. You make sure that they don't screw up.
But you understand mistakes happen all the time.
No, they happen all the time, dude. We had 5 mistakes at the drive-thru, and then no napkins. Come on. There you go. Start that. Smart.
Yes. They did just have a bit of a temper tantrum over napkins. You heard that right. They were complaining about napkins, and they were going on this tirade about napkins. Even though that's a very simple thing to like, hey, I'm sorry, you forgot to give me napkins, and they give you napkins. There it is. Problem solved. But unfortunately, you're a human being who has no idea how to treat other people with any form of respect, so you have to immediately cause an issue over this because I don't get why would you, like, it doesn't make sense to me why one would cause a problem over this. It's like, yep, I didn't get my napkins. Can I have some napkins, please? This is it. This is, like, I don't get why you would cause such a mess over it. Over napkins. It's such a waste of time and effort. Here we got some drama over a boat ramp.
That's 80 for the dock. If you can't drive a boat, just say you can't drive a boat. Hey, if it's your boat, you'd be sitting here. My boat's out there idling right now. My boat's right there behind y'all. Why don't you try loading it up? Because all these things are in the way because you're blocking the ramp. Weren't you arguing with somebody else over there? Yeah, because none of y'all know what the going on. Okay, you're trying to break down. Hey, what part of Memorial Day weekend you thought was going to go to? Huh? If you had any boat ramp adequacy, those are the best seats in the house over there. That ain't where I'm trying to go, though. I'm trying to go the fuck home. Those are the best. Hey, not Miami boat ramp, Sarasota boat ramp.
Yeah! Gonna be honest, I have the faintest idea of what's happening here, so we're just gonna move along. This is probably the most peculiar clip I've seen so far, and that's saying a lot considering what I have seen so far. But anyway, this person here is doing their come here to the store, do some shopping, get some fake eyelashes, whatever. It doesn't particularly matter to the story too much. And it seems like this other person got caught attempting to steal something from this store. So what happens? When they get caught, they lock the doors, which is a reasonable thing. They are allowed to do that. If they have a good belief that you did steal something, they can stop you from leaving. The problem is she's not doing it so they can call the cops and get the cops here. No. She makes the attempt to mother this person caught stealing in a very cringe, honestly wacky way of doing so. Even hugs her multiple times in this clip. Here's the clip.
Get out this store. You locking me in your store. You trying to fight me? Like, miss, get me out
I
your
am not
store
trying to
already.
fight.
Okay, so what's... I said sorry to you. I said, come on, let's go tried to want me out your store, you still got me locked in your store. So you was trying to lock me out from the get-go.
Everybody's in here.
No, everybody's not in here. Get me out your store, miss.
Say sorry.
I said sorry to you, and I want to get out your
Say
store.
please.
Like, I want to get out your
me.
store.
I want you to behave. Look.
Get me out this store.
Listen. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm not finna break my nail.
Hey, I'm not fit to either. I just got my shit done. She just said she could let me out the store.
Okay, well, I don't have right. You doing all that arguing and going back and forth.
Right, but you're trying to lock me in your store. You don't have
Already
no
locked in your store. You didn't have your jurisdiction to come in here and steal this shit.
Unlock me out your store, miss. You have no reason to have me locked in your store. You have your merchandise, you have whatever. You have no reason to lock me in your store. No, I don't want a hug, baby. Get off of me, yo.
Please.
All right, get a hug. All right, come on, let's go. Get me out your store. So I gotta go. I have to go. I don't have time to keep talking, baby. I gotta go. All right, I'll forget you too.
Because y'all actually want to give me that week back. Like, I ain't got time to take it.
Hey, let me go. I gotta go. My people is gonna leave. Okay, my people gonna leave. Okay, can you let me out the store? Please, let me out the store. Okay, good.
My daughter's in the car by herself.
Good. Now, can you let me out? Thank you. Thank you. Out, baby. Okay, hurry up. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
You learn your lesson.
No, I didn't. I'm American. Come on, let's go. I need you to get me
What
out.
did she just say? What did she just say? She didn't learn her lesson?
You think it's being funny, miss? Come on.
It's not funny.
Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Exactly. Thank you. Because you had the point where you just holding me hostage now.
No, I just want you to be a good girl.
No.
Let her go.
Well, that could have been worse, I suppose. I really don't know how to feel about the whole forcing a hug on her type thing. But anyway, moving along. At least she's got a fun story to tell to her friends about what happened when she tried to steal from this one store. Because that is a funky story to retell. It's weird and very... It's odd, to say the least. But hey, it all worked well, I suppose? I don't know. This clip is quite interesting to say the least. So apparently prior to this, some other person got assaulted by a group of people, where it was a man and a girl. The girl was one who assaulted this person. Apparently they called themselves Joy, right? Okay, so there's police officers here doing work, looking into it, trying to find this person. This person was apparently with a man in a red car. And when they got to this apartment complex here, they found a man matching the description in a red car, matching the description with a female matching the description of the person. Though they did not choose to get a name, they decided not to attempt to identify this person. Instead, they just detained her as they tried to investigate into this, which is an interesting thing to do in the first place. I will talk more about this post the clip. Here's a clip.
Excuse me. Why is my cousin being detained? Huh?
We're doing an investigation.
Okay, well, she ain't did nothing. She just got here.
That's why I said we're doing an investigation.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
Officer Doe.
Officer Doe? What's your first name? I need your badge number and everything. Because that's wrong. That's up.
I saw you got the wrong person, sir.
What's your name, sir? Because that don't make no sense. Like, she ain't even do nothing.
Her ID's in here.
Where's my cousin? What car she in? Y'all need to let her go. No, because that don't make no sense. She don't fit no description. She not even from here. Yeah, these to put my cousin in the back of a cop car talking about she meets some kind of description, and she just pulled up. She just pulled up. Was waiting on me to get home. She just pulled up. They talking about she meets some description or something. Like, that shit is whack. We at IHOP eating. I get a call, my cousin in the car. They talking about she meet a description of some black bitch named Joy. My cousin name is Breonna Hill. Like, what the bro?
What's going on? I already told you why I did that. Okay?
I hear what you're saying.
Okay, you don't agree with that. That's fine. But the person that got assaulted, they said male and female park in a red car. Okay, were you in the red car? Male, female.
Black, right?
Okay? That's what she said. I didn't say any black person. Okay?
But I'm
That's
saying
why I
in that-
detained
in
her.
that way,
So
don't come
y'all
up and
procedures
ask for
is
ID,
hold
right?
on. I used to date a cop, so I know how this go. Y'all procedures are y'all supposed to ask for identification, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So why didn't y'all ask for identification first? Yes, I do.
Okay. He was in the car. He could potentially drive away. That would turn to a vehicle pursuit. We don't want that.
Why would he drive away?
If that's the suspect, they're gonna try and drive away.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the suspect.
I
So
know.
if y'all
I
ask
don't
for the
know that.
ID,
I
y'all
didn't
got
know
a
that.
name? Y'all have a name, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the name doesn't
So
matter.
if I ask you, can you lie to me or no? Or you gonna tell me?
ID ain't gonna lie to you.
I
That's
know,
what I'm
but
saying. Even when you
None of this shit it's still not making
pull them over,
sense.
the first thing
Sir.
you say is license and identification, right?
I need time to confirm
But y'all have her
everything.
in handcuffs, bro, in the back of
That's
a cop car.
That's our policy.
Why y'all
Somebody's
couldn't set her on the side or something like that?
Okay, I'm asking you, okay? I don't know you guys, correct? You never seen me before.
No, we haven't. We don't even be in trouble or nothing. So this is absurd. This is crazy.
Okay.
Like I'm not understanding.
You trying to explain, right?
Okay, I don't know you guys. You guys don't know me, okay? I wrote up, there's 2 people in the car, okay? If I potentially leave her out there, what could we do? I don't know.
But I'm saying, if they not...
This the other one. This the other one. This the other pig. Yeah. Got my cousin locked up in the car, bro. Her name is not Joy. Her name is Brianna Hill. She just pulled up to my house. We finna do Cinco de Mayo. Like, we don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We don't either. We just pulled up. My cousin called me talking about she in the back of a cop car. The shit don't make no sense, bro. I better be glad I'm trying to change my life around, because I people up, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm crazy as hell, bro.
He's the one that got assaulted. Call, okay? So you got a problem with that?
No, I got a problem with y'all with my cousin, because y'all should have asked for her ID first. They got my cousin. Look at, they got my cousin in the back of a cop car. Yeah. Talking about her name is Joy. Brianna, who the is Joy? That's all I want to know. Who the is Joy, bitch? Exactly. We know it's not her. We know it's not her. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, bro. No, I'm pissed. No.
I'm not even with you. You picked her up before I even...
That shit, why he didn't ask for her ID first? Why? Well, y'all need to do better training than HPD. Y'all need to tell them to do better training than HPD. Because that shit is up.
This is where I say I partway understand what's happened here. I do think it's weird that the police officer never attempted to get ID from this person in order to verify their identity and see things along those lines. I do get the understanding that they may have lied about their name to the person who was quote assaulted, and this is a bit of a violent crime, so they're not going to want to take too much of a risk here. It is going to be one of those things. This person perfectly matches the description to what they were told from this other person who was assaulted supposedly by this person, so it makes sense they would at least detain her to look into this. Again, it's weird they didn't attempt to identify her to see if the names even match at all, and I do understand that even if the names didn't match initially, they probably would have been just like, yeah, but she might have lied about her name to this other person. The thing that saved her here is the fact that multiple other people came and saying, hey, she doesn't live here. She literally only just got here. Yada, yada, yada. And that's why they've decided to let her go at this point in time, because clearly they now understand, okay, based upon the information we now have, this isn't the right person. Which, honestly, you can have your own opinions on what you think about this one. I'll leave it at there.
Here we go to Kevin, who slightly loses it over someone who he perceives to be illegal.
Illegal! I hate illegal!
What is the problem?
You're illegal! You are illegal! Mother illegal! What is your problem? What is your problem?
Why are you yelling at him?
Hey, no, he can't do that!
Yes, he can.
No, he can't! I almost had an accident.
It's not his fault.
Amen. What do you say? You say
illegal.
Okay.
Mother. Get the out of here, mother. That's illegal. That's the law.
Here we have yet another racist mother... man, always seeing some of these clips is just people just being complete and utter assholes to other people. We're all humans, man. Why do we need to be like this to each other? We all got lives we want to live. We all have goals. Like, why do we have to be like this? Like, this is genuinely the worst thing. This is just, oh man. Man, sometimes the human race just disappoints me, you know? It's just depressing. So we're just got a pair of people who get into a very silly argument for ultimately no reason.
Deborah, listen. Deborah, Deborah, listen. Let me tell you something.
Nothing you have to say.
Look, get out. You better listen. You better get out of my face, Deborah. I'm telling you. You better get out. Listen. You better get out of my face. You better get out of my face, Deborah. Deborah, listen. Listen. Let me just. You know what, Deborah? I'm not even gonna go there with you. I'm not gonna go. You know what? You can call me what? You know what? You know what? She probably. You know what? That's good. Whatever you wanna call me, whatever you wanna. Deborah. As long as you don't put your hands on me, guess what? I ain't worried about you. Guess what? You a stinking bitch. Guess what?
Legends say that she is still standing there saying, you know what, as well as that's good over and over again to this day. Absolutely brilliant masterpiece of a story. Who knew that a story could be this goddamn detailed and complicated and also be that goddamn funny? That was entirely stupid. Here we got a guy who's either high on drugs or very, very drunk, or maybe a mixture of both, and also may potentially have some form of mental issues because he accuses his neighbor of apparently replacing the post of his fence. Yeah, just watch the clip.
On the camera, changing the poles, putting the nails in, driving nails from the other side. We're going to court.
Okay.
You're a dumb. Moving the posts, replacing the poles, when I got before and after pictures and a video camera hidden.
That's fine.
Are you stupid or what?
I didn't touch anything.
You didn't?
No.
Who did?
How would I know? That's what I tried telling you last night.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because I know what I do and what I don't do.
Because you know what you do and you don't do?
Right.
Who's been with my fence, on your property when you're there watching the whole time?
Why would I be
holes in my not fence, looking into my garage? You seen it? Why don't you take a look for yourself?
Listen, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Explain this, Phillip.
No, I'm not explaining nothing.
You see that red fence post over there? The cops have already seen it and been there.
That's fine.
That red fence post matches the paint on your property over there.
That's fine.
And we seen you move it.
Okay. I told you I didn't do it. Say what?
You're done.
What do you mean I'm done?
You're done. You don't know who I know. Call your boys. Call your Porsche boy. I know where he lives.
You gotta step up.
Right across
my property. You gotta get off my property. Please.
Right across the bridge there at Gulfstream. I know where that motherfucker is.
Smell like alcohol.
What are you doing? Cops are up your mother because they seen it all. They're up your.
Okay.
You want to play games and change my fence posts out?
Listen, I'm not doing anything. You're totally crazy.
See who drives nails from this side of the fence into that side. Bullshit, motherfucker. I've got pictures on my camera. I got video. You're gonna get
just understand.
Start
stay off
making
my property.
phone calls, motherfucker.
I don't need to.
Start calling the police. Start calling the landlord.
Listen.
We all got your.
Listen, you're drunk. Step off my property. I'm not doing anything to you. You're drunk. Step off my property, please.
I'm off.
You know, I'm genuinely curious. Why would a person go out of the way to replace a core post of a fence? Just to replace it. What's the bloody point of that? Like, genuinely speaking, like it just sounds so stupid to me, just right off the bat. Let alone the additional fact that he, according to the guy who records, he smells like alcohol and he seems a little bit loony and is just really obsessed. It's like, you're done, man. You don't know who I know. I know where your friend lives. You know, the guy, that posh guy. Like,
Jeez, man, you're making threats. You're doing everything. You've like if we had a bingo card for the worst from what Karens can say, we probably got a bingo right about now. In this next clip, we get a Karen who's not a fan of water on her driveway.
Keep the water off my driveway.
There is no water.
Are you serious? Yes, there is.
No, there's
It's
not.
water. I just sprayed off my
mat.
Walk down there and you'll see it.
It's what?
And it ruins your driveway. That's
You
why
just
I
got water on your
seal-coated.
driveway. Is that going to ruin it?
I'm doing it. I can do what I want on my driveway. It's my property. You know, you run over for your dog. Do you not understand the word trespass?
Oh my gosh. Then call the cops, Barb. Call them.
I don't have to call the cops. There's rat poison in my yard now.
Oh, great.
So I hope they run over there again.
I hope so too, because now I have that all on recording, and when they do run over there and die, it'll be your fault.
Well, I put it there for the rats, but if your dogs get into it, it's not my
You literally just threatened me, and I have it on, recording.
I'm not threatening you.
You are threatening me. I have better things to do than deal with this. Just, you need to, you need to leave us alone. Well, yeah, now you're trying to cover your... I don't have time for this. I have better things to do. Please do not speak to us. I have no patience for this.
Yeah.
I don't go on your fucking driveway. I have my own driveway to go on, Barb.
There's water.
Oh my god! I will literally take the hose and spray it on your driveway. What is the big deal?
Okay, I get it, water can cause corrosion, but the amount of water that she's probably caused on your driveway by washing her car is probably the equivalent, if not less than what would happen if it rained in your area. God, you must be a fun person when it rains. It just must be the end of the world for you. It's raining on your driveway, it's ruining your driveway, it must be the end of the world. Also, you gotta love how she's like so unhappy with it. Going around doing its own thing. Like, I get it. I don't like the cats in my neighborhood sometimes, because sometimes I'll go out to go to work and I'll just see cat footprints all the fuck over my car. It's annoying as shit, but it is what it is. Cats just do that. Cats like wandering. But then saying you've now put out rat poison in your yard for the next time the dog goes in there, there's no way that you can say otherwise the reason why you have rat poison there. If the dog eats that rat poison and potentially dies of it, you're now going to be in a lot of shit for animal abuse, because it's on recording that that's the explicit reason why you put rat poison out there, you dumb fuck. Here we have a guy confronting a person who has decided to be very racist towards them, and well, here's what happens.
You call me a racist? Say it again. Why don't you? Of course I have it. I have it. Let them come. You tell them that you call me a. You tell them again, okay? You think I'm scared? I'll wait. She called me a n***. Yeah.
And you are.
Racist. Yep. Keep saying. Yep. Got you on the camera, okay? You're gonna go viral, okay? You racist.
I don't give a f***, yo.
Okay, say it again. You see? She's assaulting me right now. Say it again. You call me a n***, right? Say it again. Say it again.
Genius, absolute genius. At least beforehand you had like the ability to potentially deny, because he may not have been able to prove that you were being racist before he started filming, but then you decided to go, nope, yeah, you are one, put the finger up, and then wind your window out and try and whack his phone out of his hand. Absolute genius. The IQ on you must be like 405, because you just assault someone while they're recording you. Think a little further. In this clip, a Kevin decides to turn up to a hotel at 5 AM in the morning to check into their hotel, even though the check-in time for their room is until 3 PM. So they're upset that they can't check in just yet.
Like, I should be able to check it right now, and I can...
Right, so the reason we can't get you in until 3 p.m. is because we have to have housekeeping done. And housekeeping has to have time to get through.
I know there's not been a holiday, and you guys are definitely good with your upkeeping of your rooms. I know there's plenty of rooms right now that have availability.
And they'll be ready at 3 p.m.
So all these rooms are completely dirty. So you have a dirty hotel.
I do have a dirty hotel until the housekeeping gets here and cleans it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What's your name?
My name is Nick.
Nick what?
I don't like to give out my last name.
Alright, what's your badge number?
A badge? We don't have a badge number, I apologize.
Alright, Nick at this place. Okay. Nice.
You feel free to grab one of those cards. You can ask management, they'll tell you the same
No,
thing.
management's going to decide on it.
Okay, a lot of hotels will happily let you check in a little bit earlier than the check-in time if, let's say, you end up getting there like 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes earlier and the room's already ready to go, but turning up almost 12 hours before the check-in time is ridiculously stupid. Especially if you're turning up at 5 AM in the morning. The room that you've booked might already have someone currently sleeping in there still. Like, what type of thinking did this person go through to get to this conclusion that they can check in at 5 AM in the morning, even though the specified check-in time is 3 PM? What? Next we have a Karen who goes off at a woman inside of the bathroom because she has short hair, wears sweats and has a hoodie, so she assumes that she's transgender even though she's not. And just goes on this entire tirade about them being in the wrong bathroom and how they should only choose how they identify themselves at home and don't play those gender shenanigans at public spaces or whatever the hell.
Not allowed. Not allowed. You don't even want to get out of there. Stay right there. Yeah. Figure out your identity in your bedroom. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you a man or a woman?
Why does that matter?
Well, because you're in the ladies' room.
Okay.
And I have gotten called out several times for being in the men's room.
Okay.
And you're going to be called out for whatever you're doing. So what are you identifying as today?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Okay, it's not. So you're in the ladies' room where I think I need to identify you.
You do not need to identify me.
Is that right? How old are you?
Doesn't matter.
Really? Okay. So we'll wait for the police to come and pick you up.
Okay. Let's wait for the police to come.
Yeah, because this is not that way you play your shit. Go down on the strip and try to do it there. Don't do it up here. This is a suburb. Not allowed. Not allowed. Yeah, you think you're going to be a woman? It's okay. And be a man? It's okay. No. Figure out your identity in your bedroom, okay? And then project it on everybody else and we'll accept it. This is not acceptable.
Let's go get security.
Yes, let's
I feel
do
harassed. She's harassing me for being in the bathroom.
What's going on? Well, I'm asking her what her identity is.
It's my girlfriend. It's a full-on
yes,
woman.
It's your girlfriend, so it's a girl.
Doesn't matter.
And just for a bit of a side rant here, this is the biggest problem with the current stage of gender politics and trans this and blah blah blah, all this mess, is it's now just causing that people who don't fit the stereotypical look of their gender is now being harassed for being in their appropriate bathroom because they don't look what they perceive to be a woman or what they perceive to be a man, because you look too girly to be a man must mean you're a transgender person in the wrong bathroom, oh dear, let's harass you. Or you're a woman who has short hair and kind of dresses up like a man, more of a tomboy type person. No, you're transgender now, I'm gonna harass you for being in the wrong bathroom. It's like so many people are now just being harassed for no good reason because people care way too much about this gender politics nonsense, when the stereotype of a normal person in any gender is completely doesn't fit at 90% of people nowadays. And there's also a few things more with this clip. There are a few updates on this person's TikTok. I will have it on screen here for you so you can go check it out yourselves. But to give it a shorthand, basically security only threw her out for the rest of the night. She was allowed to come in the next day. They claim that this Karen was extremely drunk in this entire clip, and that's why they're not going to do anything about it. They will give her the details and allow her to, and may look into the investigation again if she decides to press charges, but the casino hotel doesn't particularly care that much in the grand scheme of things. They claim that half the problem is because not many young people go to the casino, so she doesn't know what young people look like, and so she harassed you for potentially being trans, even no, you're not, but that doesn't even matter in the situation. She harassed you for being trans in the first place, which is just stupid. And the casino doesn't really potentially give a shit in any way, shape, or form. The woman who was recording this clip will be attempting to press charges, but beyond that initial update, I don't know what's happened since, because there doesn't seem to be anything more. Here we got a Karen who's going in for a daily dose of cigarettes, and it turns out the place she's going to does not have the cigarette type that she usually likes, so this happens.
Why don't you get
Oh my gosh.
White people shit.
Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Don't hurt me.
Now, this is what it's like to chew 5 gums. That's when you know you're addicted, when this is your reaction to this type that you like being unavailable. My God. Hey, if you liked my amazing joke, maybe you should subscribe. God. Here's your local Karen showing up at the gas station doing something incredibly stupid. When you have a bad day, smashing someone's car. I can't take this serious. I'm sorry, but what? Okay, I have to take a moment to process this because the stupidity of this entire thing is just making my brain hurt. But it's just like, okay. Isn't there like a million cameras at your gas stations in America? I know there are in Australia, basically like, hey, just so you know, you can't just come in, fill up gas and run away without actually paying for it. You're tracked for, the cameras watch you. Like, wouldn't there be cameras at this gas station too? Like, you're surely not going to be able to get away with this madness. Like, my brain is still trying to process that because that was just, wow, just... Some people are wild. In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's extremely unhappy that she's been blocked in by an ambulance.
Yeah, you need to move it.
Hi, ma'am. What's your view on all this?
I think that he needs to move.
Who, the ambulance?
Yeah.
Because he's
Move.
locking you in?
Yeah.
So the ambulance here dealing with the victim should move because you're inconvenienced.
The world is not going to stop. If that was critical, they wouldn't be sitting in a parking lot
it's not
doing
critical,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And I'm sorry that people don't like that. That's just tough shit.
Why are you harassing first responders doing their job, though?
No, I asked them to move. I wasn't harassing
Well,
them.
you're on...
That's just tough shit.
Why are you harassing first responders doing their job, though?
No, I asked them to move. I wasn't harassing
Well,
them.
you're on...
Well, I'm not going to stay here for them. You're going to stay here. No, we're going to move. Yes, they are. No. They should be hitting out in the minutes, okay? Well, then why didn't you say that to me? Because you told me that you weren't going to leave here. You were going to head out.
The sheer selfishness of all of this is just absolutely unbelievable. Too caught up in her own well-being, she's like, I need to get to places. This ambulance is blocking my way. Without taking a moment to maybe realize that there's a reason the ambulance is there. Maybe you just gotta be patient for once. Have the courtesy, the common courtesy to be patient and not being an asshole for once in your life. I don't know. Maybe you're just too stuck up your own fucking ass to realize that, but oh well. It's our own problem now. We have a Karen looking at a very specific section in the boys' clothes section in Target, complaining about some form of gender agenda being pushed.
Ma'am, where's the boys section?
Right there. All
This
is right here.
This is the boys section?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Is this the boys section too?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me. Wow. This is the boys section. Oh, hey, we got a boy shirt. Hold on. This is the boys section. We're in the boys section. Ma'am, is this, you gotta be kidding me. Is this the boys section too?
That is for boys.
Now, if this ain't pushing an agenda, I don't know what is. This is sick. Target, do better. Yes, we're at Target. Look at this. So you can look like your sister. Isn't that something?
Not gonna lie to you, I don't really see anything wrong with a majority of these clothes. Like, oh no, it's a pink shirt and pink shorts. Oh my god, game ending. It's a girly color. No, it's not. Who cares what color your kids choose to wear? Like, genuinely speaking. Like, like, I'm just sitting here going like, okay, so it's a pink shirt. That's the end of the world and pushing agenda. Why? Oh no, the designs that are used on some of the boys' clothes are similar to the designs used on the girls' dresses. Oh, it's almost like it's a very common thing that, let's say, twins or siblings that are very close in age like to wear matching clothes on occasion. Oh no, world ending. Oh, it's a shark with a few flowers and some rainbows. Okay, maybe that's a little bit in the middle there. It isn't quite as manly as people want it. But like, again, who cares? Like, genuinely speaking, who cares? It's not the end of the world. It's not like they're trying to push bras on the boys or some crap like that. It's literally just shirts with some pastel colors, bit of rainbow here, little bit of flowers there, just for those people who just prefer those type of clothes. Like, okay, cool. Only girls are allowed to wear pastel colors, apparently. You're not allowed to have slight pinks and some nice greens and the purples and the pinks and all. Like, what the? Well, who cares? Genuinely speaking, that's not the, like. This is worse than the person who complained about rainbows being on kids' clothes a month or two ago. Like, what?